That should work. Yo.
Wait, why is my CSS file not working? Like,
Okay, can you guys
seriously.
hear me now?
I can hear you still.
Okay, there it is. Cool. All right, dude, look at this layout. We haven't seen this layout in forever. Do you hear that sound? Dude, does it play music in the background? No. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be rating from ID number 1 all the way down to ID number 100, which is Butterfree. Dialgo's number 1. First of all, we need to figure out what tiers are we doing, guys. We gotta have like the S tier. We gotta have the A tier, B tier, C tier, and then D. Do we need any more tiers than this? Do we need F? Do we need D, E, then F, or is 1, 2, 3, 4, or do you think 5 is good? Yes, we also need to figure out what the criteria is. Like, obviously we have to go off the wheel. I'm gonna go off the look, like the design, the wheel. Like obviously its utility in the game. Actually, let's look at its utility overall, like for the entirety of the game. Like how well did it stay in the meta or not in the meta? It's actually gonna be kind of hard. I don't know. What criteria do you guys think we should have? There is no music.
I think we should have like plug and play factor if you can do it like on its own. Doesn't need synergy.
Oh, like standalone
And
figure.
if it has synergy,
I like that.
like rate the synergy.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Oh, Rico,
Especially
I was
like
doing a double battle earlier,
standalone.
and I screwed myself over.
Bye.
I forgot my Haxorus was banded, and I used guillotine.
Is the music too loud here? Let me know. I can turn down the music. 26 tiers, Tarbold. What are you talking about?
I don't know what ability is good for creepy. Right now
I already made those. You want the figures for like a lot of figures? I made them from 8 Gen 8 for Pokemon Duel, but they're in coding. You want them? I made a lot of these figures in the wheels for Gen 8.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, lower it a bit.
You want them to you?
I'm gonna figure out Brandon's driftwood, and I'm gonna make it.
It's kind of loud for me. Alright, let me know if that's better. 26 tiers. I wasn't in at the very start, but I can still guess at most of them. Okay.
I don't have
It's your tier.
I don't have
Put it a little lower. Yeah, a bit lower. A little more.
I thought you meant Pokemon Duel, but you meant Sword and Shield.
Yeah, this is like really loud for some reason.
No, he's not.
Hold on, Devani. Hold on. This is like way too loud.
For me, it sounds balanced.
It's like too loud for me.
Oh, Rico, it's crazy. This dude, my cousin's watching this video, and it's about this dude who can do multiple voices. This dude can sound like Jimin and Jungkook from BTS. Like, exactly like them. It is so weird.
People in those skills, dude. I don't know. All right, guys. I think we got our criteria. Let's start it off, right? Let's start off with Dialga. Number 1, the first Pokemon created in Pokemon. It's the normal one, the EX one. All right. Let's look at its wheel. Okay. First of all, we're gonna go back on design here. Dude, I just missed the sounds of this game. All right, the design here. What do you guys think about this design here? It's not a bad design. It's really not that bad. If I had to rank this between 1 and 5, I'd give it like a 3.8, maybe a 4.
Really? Oh, the design. Yeah, the design is good.
Yeah, the design is not bad. To be fair, let's hear it. S tier? Oh, and tank tags? I guess that's something we got to consider, huh? What's that?
The website where I can view all the figures.
Okay. You guys are right. But let's actually use its usability in the game. Okay, the design's not terrible, right? We'll just give the design like a 3, 4, something like that. But let's go to let's start with its ability, Time Distortion. If there are other Pokemon on your bench, this Pokemon cannot enter the field using an MP move. This Pokemon is not knocked out in battle. If it would be, it moves to the bench instead. Okay, so let's actually talk about this. It has a weird beginning to the ability to where like you can't even use it. You can't even use it until everything is off the bench. But then it kind of tries to save it by saying this Pokemon is not knocked out in battle if it would be. Do you think that's enough to make it like usable? What up, Snortuff?
Sorry if you hear my Switch. I'm not hooked up to my TV because I'm not at my house right now.
Oh, it was added? It wasn't like that already? Huh.
Oh, Rico, you wanna know something dumb? When I registered for my classes, I have to have one state required class, and they don't have it in the course catalog. So I have to sign up for like 6 different electives, and I have to go to my counselor to have it changed once school starts up again.
That's the world we live in. And the fact that you guys are right. The wheel, just pure white. The double miss. It's like the Solgaleo, right? The double miss at level 5, level 10 essentially. The double white wheel. Let's look at the roar time. Return the battle opponent to their start of the duel state, excluding evolution. But that's if you didn't KO it, right? And then the Dragon Claw. It's always. Always. And then the Dragon Claw, we got 100.
So even if it kills like a Tower Dragon, it still gets the way back.
Yeah, I would say this thing.
Dies.
Yeah, it's definitely in the C tier. Like it's definitely not an SA, not even a B, because the abilities it makes it like you can't use it right away. The damage of 140 is decent, but
max is E, right? E tier is the lowest, or F. We're doing
D's gonna be the lowest. Actually, if D's the lowest, maybe it's not because of its sheer damage output and because of its ability to not get knocked out. It doesn't have to go to the PC. I'm actually gonna bump it up to B because we only have 5 tiers. If we had like 6 tiers or so.
Yeah, because it's still better than some of the uncommons and commons. So
yeah,
like these are probably all D tier, most of them. So this probably like C, I think, or B.
Alright.
Hey, what's up, X Attack? How are you, man? Okay, so we're doing.
I mean, ability wise, probably C, and maybe wheel wise, probably B.
But we got to go overall. So if we can combine that, I really don't think it's like C tiered. If we have this amount of tiers.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said I'd do a T-Tar Den.
I'm putting Dialga in the B tier.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Tauros. Okay. Absolutely trash. At level 1. 28 miss. No ability. 2 MP. Common. The only saving grace here is the kick away because it's a purple. So it can survive against, white attacks. The battle opponent is knocked back 2 steps. The opponent chooses the point and gains weight. So you don't even get to choose where it goes. The opponent chooses. This thing's like, there's no discussion. Really, this thing belongs in the lowest of the low. Tauros, you are in the D tier. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot. I need to be showing this. All right, so Tauros is in the D tier. Unless anybody has anything else to say.
Sorry.
Hey, what up, Rye?
I requested. I said I would do a T-Tar Den, so that's my next den I'm gonna do. I just closed my.
Are we on Gumi next?
We have Armaldo next.
Armaldo. All right, boys. We got Armaldo. Let's first start with its ability. Swift Swim. If there is an adjacent water type Pokemon, this Pokemon gained +1 MP. And then let's take a look at its wheel. Oops. Oh, we didn't even really go over the design. Design's okay. It's not terrible.
I just don't like the Pokemon as its own. So.
What do you guys think of the design?
It's ugly Pokemon, but that's just me.
It has Aqua Jet, Iron Tail. The only thing that's somewhat decent here is the Pierce Through. The downfall is that it's 1 MP. like when this figure was available in the game, it was not usable whatsoever. We didn't have the Aquasphere at the time. What else did we not have that would make it usable? Just the ability to move through figures. Oh, and it was 1 MP. It's like, yeah, you had to use this heavily in a water deck later on.
Pokemon? Are you able to revive this with the fossil deck?
No. You couldn't use this with the fossil deck because we didn't have those fossil Pokemon in yet. X attack is good to hear that you're doing good though, man. Sorry, I missed your chat. MP is pretty bad. It was usable in the first days, I remember. Really, Snortuff? I don't remember ever using it. Design-wise is okay. Very strict situation with its ability. Yes. But, I mean, it could have been better. Like, if you had, like, later in the game of Pokemon Duel, when you had the Tapu Fini, when you were able to move one spot away from the entry point, it'd be a good setup. But the problem with this wheel is just that Iron Tail 70 is so large. 70 does nothing. Aqua Jet is... I don't know. I think the wheel's just too inconsistent. Is there anybody in chat that has lots of practice with this Armaldo? Because I remember trying to use it like maybe once for a video.
I'd do the 15%.
Oh, true. You're right. You're right, Hero. It's not a water type. It's kind of hard, right? We haven't really set a definitive criteria. We're talking about design. We're talking about its usability. I think we're talking about its usability like from the entirety of Pokemon Duel. True. 1 MP. I honestly I would go the lower end of a C tier to possibly the D tier. Yeah.
Luigi, what are you doing?
Can we all agree on the D tier? Luigi's in the chat, I think.
I guess so.
D tier it is. All right, we're sticking Armaldo in D tier unless someone else says something else. An E tier.
Charmander.
Okay.
Oh boy, Charmander.
Armaldo.
Hopefully I get this purple beam soon.
All right, we are on Charmander. Now, when we talk about Charmander, should we factor in its line, like its evolutionary line, to go up to Charizard? Or no. We'll just base Charmander off just Charmander. So Charmander, no ability, 3 MP. Flame Tail 40, Scratch 10, and then the Smoke Screen. The battle opponent now has weight 1 star. It's not that. I don't think it's D. Like, it's a runner, and it has what runners typically have in terms of damage output, 10 and 40. It has a purple, so it can survive, but it can't really do anything to like evolve. Yeah, the fact that it's 3 MP moves it up from a D tier. If you were just gonna put it in a D tier, I would say like a C tier. It's a 3 MP. It has purple. I'm saying C tier. What do you guys think? Devani, what's your opinion on Charmander?
On Charmander, I think still D.
You still think it's a D?
Mm-hmm. It's not better or the same as Dialga, of course.
Okay,
It
so
has some survivability, but when are you ever going to be able to evolve it?
that's true. I mean, you could find a way. You could find a way, but so far you're right. So we have a D tier for you, D tier for Hype. Dies to level 50. Gold attack. What up, Luca? All right, looks like the consensus is that it's going to be a D tier. 3 MP only helps it if it can move, and it can't get past or KO anything. Okay. All right. If you guys say that it's a D tier, we will go with that. Oops. Charmander.
The dude just got hit in the face with something.
Ah. I'm messing up. I'm messing up all over, boys. All right, guys. Next we have Mightyena. Mightyena. I know, right, Hype? All right. We'll start off with the Mightyena. It's a dark type. Has no ability. Let's take a look at its wheel. It's got the Ice Fang, Crunch, and Taunt. This is the updated Mightyena, right? So Taunt's not that bad. Until the end of your next turn, if the Pokemon hit by this attack spins a purple attack or blue attack, shift the results clockwise until a non-purple, non-blue attack comes up. I forgot how Taunt worked. until they updated it, right? Crunch and then Ice Fang. Ice Fang has utility. If it becomes knocked out, the battle opponent is frozen. So this is like the first figure that we're judging that has some sort of like added. Well, actually, I guess the Roar Time had an added effect, but this is something that's like could be usable actually. So we have the Ice Fang. It's 2 MP. It's got Taunt to survive Z moves because it's 3. Well, not necessarily. Well, I mean survive white Z moves. Level 12 miss at level 1, and Crunch. What are we thinking? C tier.
C.
Looks like everybody's saying C. Tarvel says C plus. So if our tiers are S, A, B, C, D, yeah, I would say it fits in the C tier. I'd go C tier. Let's go Mighty Yenna. Mighty Yenna, our first C tier.
Isn't Dialga the first C tier we have?
No, we put Dialga in the B tier. Well, I think we did.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 6, we are at Ekans. Ekans here, 3 MP. Keep that in mind. It's 3 MP. Got a huge miss, level 20 miss, and then Wrap, 24, and then Spit Poison, which the battle opponent becomes poison. Now, I don't think I've ever used Ekans. I don't think I've ever used Ekans. Doesn't have an ability. It's 3 MP, which is nice. It's a runner. But unfortunately, I don't think you can even use Ekans. Not even like in the storyline, like the campaign or whatever. I would put Ekans low C, probably D.
Probably D.
Yeah, what up, Brawl? I didn't see you in there. Looks like we got a D.
If it had an ability, if it had like ability like Shed Skin or something, like just like Arbok, it could have been C, but right now it's D.
Yeah, Tarvel, you're right. You're right. Pretty much identical to Charmander. So, all right, we'll throw Ekans.
Ooh, no,
I swear, if I get G-Max Square before I get T-Tar on my deck, when I get it shiny, I'm gonna be so mad.
Bayleaf. All right, Bayleaf here is 2 MP. This is the updated Bayleaf because Body Slam used to do 60, right? So it does have an ability, which is nice. Sweet Scent. This Pokemon gains plus 20 damage in battles in your turn. So when you attack, it hits for 100. It's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad. As a common, we have to factor that too. It's a common. It's a 2 MP. What's that?
Did we factor that?
We haven't until now. And Body Slam 80 with the ability to become paralyzed if it gets KO. This is, I would honestly say, this has the potential to be a B tier, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I think it's C or a D.
C. Looks like
No, not D.
a lot of people are saying C.
Yeah, it's C. It can be used in a Lorenzo's deck. In a Lorenzo's deck, it could be really.
Yeah, I agree. Hype.
It starts with an 80.
C for me. Okay, so it looks like the majority. I say B, but it looks like the majority of you guys are saying C. So, all right, we'll throw that in the C tier. Bayleaf. But, I mean, you just have to think Bayleaf is so much more. Well, actually, it's kind of the same as Mighty Yenna. 2 MP, causes a status condition, has purple to survive. So, okay. That's fair. That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. All right, next we have Snubble. Okay, Snubble here. No ability. It's fairy type. 2 MP common, Bite 50, Paw 10, and then Roar 2. Roar. The battle opponent is knocked back 1 step. The opponent chooses the point and gains weight. I think Snubble might, like, it should be like a 3 MP. It's kind of like a baby runner, you know, like Charmanders or stage 1 runners.
This thing is better than Charmander while it's a common.
You think it's better than Charm? I think Charmander is better because it's 3 MP.
This thing has a 50 and it's a 2-star Roar. Charmander only has like smoke screen or something.
I think I would stick it with the D tier in Charmander, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Ooh, and you know what we should? Maybe we should factor in the type and what the Z move does. Maybe that's got to be a factor in figures as well. Because it's fairy, so he does have the 4-star that displaces him.
But like not in all cases it's gonna differ. It's here. Like maybe with really good figure it's gonna matter, but like with common figures, it's not gonna make a difference in many matches because it's still gonna get knocked out on
Fair.
the way to go.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. I
on like figures that can move over, definitely it can be a factor. Like Tapu Koko and Tapu Fini with the fairy move, definitely. But with this thing, before it reaches the goal, it's probably dead.
True.
But it's definitely something we should consider, like taking into account when we rank figures.
Yeah,
But not
definitely.
This one.
For me, I still believe it's a D tier, but what do you?
It
What
is.
is? So I say D. Devani says D. Tarville says D. Luigi says C. Hype says C. What are we thinking here? We're kind of like stuck in the middle.
C or D, yeah.
Maybe C.
It does have a big 10. That's
True.
the only thing. If it wouldn't have the 10 but a dodge, it definitely would have been C tier.
Okay, so those of you who are saying C, what is the argument you're going from D to C? Yeah, exactly right. That's like Devani was mentioning that. So, like I said, I'm with D. It looks like we're kind of stuck in the middle, but I just want to see what the argument is. It's a D. So Hype saying because of the displacement, because of the roar. Is that what you're talking about? The battle opponent is knocked back one step. It has a 50 attack and it's 2-star attack. So that's Luigi's argument. C minus, which is close to a D. Okay, I mean.
So I just got a shiny seed of 6,000
Roar.
days. That's why I said, oh, hell no.
All right, it looks like I don't know. We're kind of stuck in the middle. If we're gonna go low C, like C minus, I'm just gonna move it to a D. Devani, just gonna.
I might have a day skip for some watts on my shield.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Wait, who are we doing? Snubble. If it's a low C, then we'll go with that. But all right, next up. Pulse. Oh my God. So these guys' ability, I always kept 3 of each of them, but I never ever used them. I don't know why. So all right, we have Pulse. Ability is a plus. When Minun is adjacent to this Pokemon, the white attack of your electric type Pokemon gain, the battle opponent becomes paralyzed. In addition, the damage this Pokemon deals is increased by 30 for each. I didn't know that. By 30 for each Minun adjacent to. I did not know that actually. It's got Nuzzle. If the Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes paralyzed, and it does have Spark, and it's also a 3 MP. The ability seems kind of complex. Like I said, I kept 3 of each. I'd never used it though. Because it's 3 MP. If it can move through electric types, I think it would be better. The ability to be more usable. I'm gonna give this thing 3 MP. Yeah, it's all white. Yeah, I would probably go D here. Pulse? Okay, I'm sorry.
Pulse.
Okay, everybody says D. All right, so this one, according to you guys. Oh God. All right. Who we got next,
Next up is
boys? Ooh, C dot. Okay, 2 MP, no ability. Tackle, explosion. Now that's definitely something we have to factor in. It is explosion. This Pokemon on all neighbor Pokemon faint, and the Bullet Seed. So this is the first spinner that we see. The first spinner. Spin again until the Bullet Seed does not land. Damage is multiplied by the number of Bullet Seeds it spins. Because of that, it's pretty big. What is it? Yo, at level 5, this thing has a 0 miss. I didn't realize that. Level 5. Dude, this thing, you could have ran this thing with like Heracross. A couple of this thing would have been interesting.
Bullet Seed is over half of the wheel. It's 49 size.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never even... Dude, this thing would have been kind of a nightmare to go around with the Heracross because you either get Bullet Seed and do a lot of damage or you get Explosion. I mean, you probably... if I try to make a video out of it, I would land Tackle all the time, but... It's definitely not D. 2 MP... It's
Rico,
not good enough to
are
be
you
B.
gonna
Probably C.
put up yesterday's battle on YouTube?
Yeah, I gotta edit those. Just haven't done it yet. I would probably say C. You guys say C? C plus.
Yeah,
Wow.
see.
C. Low carbonite cost. True. Low carbonite cost. Low
Make sure
carbonite
you
cost.
put the
Definitely true.
guillotine and
I forgot how
the two-ship
trash hair
bolt
cost defense were.
because Kev said he didn't believe me.
So C.
He's like, you just have to do
Alright,
it
boys.
again.
Next one's interesting.
Next one's
I
interesting.
think.
I wish I would have used this. I wish I would have
Yeah,
used this with hair
Metagross.
cost. All right. Oh,
Metagross.
hype. This one's for you, buddy. Metagross is number. Dude, we're only at 11. We have a long way to go, boys. We have a long way. All right, let's start with the ability. Rapid calculation.
Holy
The thing that stops the DOAs, right? While this Pokemon is on the field, the effects of abilities that allow one to respin or force respins in battle are nullified. If this Pokemon has evolved, it gains +1 MP. They didn't add that until towards the end, right?
The +1 MP is really good. for
Yeah.
Steel Dex.
I love it.
I
The-
think it's B plus. So.
The wheel's not bad. The Hyper Beam was... Wait a minute. Hyper Beam used to be lower, didn't it? Like 150, I think. If the battle opponent is knocked out, the next turn will always be the other players. Oh, yeah. So we do have to factor that in. It does have a gold bullet punch. Because of the plus MP... Yeah, I would it's definitely B tier.
Yeah. It's not A tier.
Ooh, could be. Yeah, we don't have anything in the A tier yet. I think
This does have a lot of synergy with Steel and Psychic Z moves. Actually, it has a lot of movement too with that.
yeah, you know what? Actually, I would because you have to factor in when you would use Metagross, because nobody would just outright just use Metagross, right? They would use the Metang first because it's so easy to evolve. And once you get the evolution off of Metagross, you're going to be 2 MP, and you have the ability to go into Mega Metagross, which you can move through figures and be 3 MP. I think you have to factor in what it can do. Like that, from a standalone just by itself, I would put it in
Not
like
that
the B
good.
tier. But the pre-evolution of Metang and the ability to go into Mega Metagross, I would put that in an A tier.
I think it's A because of the Z moves. The Psychic Z move it gets.
Oh,
plus
true.
3 MP
Yeah, and the Z moves? The Z
Steel
move.
and Psychic, so you can go 2 spaces or 3 spaces, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it also has a really good Mega.
True.
So if it uses Psychic Z and get close to the goal, it can just go Mega and go ham.
Yeah, for me, honestly, because of the possibilities and the situations that you would use it in, because I don't think nobody would just outright use Metagross except for way early when the Deoxys was running around. I'd say A.
How good is 130?
I guess we also have to.
That's gotta determine B or A.
Yeah.
130. because
We kind of
130
also have to figure like where the game ended. 130 was not that good. This is tough. Okay, it looks like so I'm saying A, but you guys it looks like everybody's saying B right now except for Brawl. Brawl says A. So if you guys say it's B, what does Rye say? Yeah, it might look good compared to the
Because
early
Dialga
episodes.
is
though.
right now in B. That's the only thing you can do.
True. You guys have to factor that in. Also factor that in. We have Dialga in B. So
Dialga can move
are we
to
gonna
C.
put Metagross in B and move Dialga? There's no way, dude. You can't put Dialga with Mightyena. I see that argument right there just puts Metagross in A for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think A
I think A.
or B.
We can't put tiers and tiers. I want to say it's better. Yeah, see, it's better than Dialga.
But Dialga is in C, right?
Put Metagross in front of Dialga.
Wait, Dialga is in C, right, or B?
Dialga's in B.
Then it's B, I guess.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way. I'm putting Metagross in A. I'm putting Metagross in A. It really needs an evolution to be somewhat
So
useful.
we need an E tier?
We might need an E tier.
Yeah, we need E tier. Hands down.
Uh,
And then move Metagross to B tier.
Metagross
Move
would be the
everything else
beer.
down.
Stop, Luigi. Stop, Luigi. Oh yeah, no, exactly, Hero. No, I don't think anything will be in the top 100. I don't even know what's on the top 100. You know what? I'm not changing it, dude. Dude, Metagross is so much better than Dialga, and we can't put Dialga with Mightyena. There's no way. We're going A for sure. Next, we have the Sentret. What does Step Away even do? I've never used this Pokemon. Okay, so it's 2 MP, 0 ability, normal attack, Step Away. This Pokemon moves 1 to 3 steps back. Oh, back.
It's like Shadow Flip.
Exactly, Hero. Hold up, is it 1 to 3 steps within its MP range? So like, could I use like a Shuttle Flip Cheese with Mew to like win? Could I use it like that, or is it like back? I have to go backwards.
It doesn't really matter. Just like
so it's like Shuttle Flip.
It's going back, but it can also be forward.
Okay. So why is this thing not 3 MP? I feel like it should be 3 MP, but this thing is definitely like, because it's 2 MP, it's definitely a D tier, but because it's 2 MP, it's definitely a D tier. But I mean, there could be, the blue does allow it to have some sort of cheese. Tail Smack doesn't do anything. I say D. Let's see, we got, ooh, Luigi C+. Get out of here, bro. It is anywhere. Nice. Yeah, the misses are large. I'm going D. Looks like a lot of people are saying D. Devani. All right, Sentret. Golem. Okay, so, does it have a? No, it has a level 4 miss, level 5. Okay, let's see. Golem. This thing is straight up D tier. It's 1 MP, no ability. Rock Blast. Spin again until Rock Blast does not land. Damage is multiplied by the number of Rock Blast spins, which is 60. It's not terrible. Rock off. Battle opponent attack is 100 damage or below.
I use this thing a lot, but I think it's still bad.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. If the battle opponent attack is 120 damage or below, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out. Like when we did like the uncommon tournaments, it was like okay. Actually, a lot of people used Geodude, the full evolution, into Golem when we did those tournaments. But the fact that it's 1 MP, I mean, it does have ground. It does have the ground Z move. You could air balloon it to give it 2 MP. Can move through it. Like I said, it has the Rock Z move. I mean, the ground Z move.
I might just give up on this frickin' T-Tardan. I keep getting over 2,000.
That's why I'm just looking for shinies. I think I'd go D. D. Yeah, I'm gonna say D. Yeah, no purple or blue. You're right. I'm definitely going D with this. So let's go. Golem is a D. All right, next one. Who's next?
Spinnerag.
Ooh, Spinnerag. We have a 3 MP with a lot of purple. This is going to be interesting. Ability, Sticky Web. Other Pokemon cannot use Fly Away to pass over this Pokemon. I've never used this Pokemon. Poison Sting, 1 star. And then Constrict. The battle opponent now has weight. 3 MP, 2-star Constrict. Definitely. I think a C tier, honestly, because of its movability. Because it can move and because it can cause the opponent to gain weight, and it can make them poisoned. I definitely go C with this.
It does die to Mew and Coco and all those kind of stuff. Well, things with at least a 50 damage kill benefit.
Okay, hold on. So let's think here. If you guys want to say D tier, right? You're gonna put Spinarak with Tauros, Armaldo, Charmander, Ekans, and that. And you don't want to put it with Mightyena, Bayleaf, and Seedot.
True.
But
I think that's true.
But then when I look at the D tier, I think Armaldo actually needs to go to C tier. If that's what I'm looking at.
No, it's 1 MP and it will almost never get 2 MP.
Oh yeah, that's true. C tier?
D tier.
Yeah, I forgot about it. It was only 1 MP.
I think D. But Luigi says D, Brawl says C, Bryce says C, Hero D.
Vero T. So wait, I said C, so we have what, 3 C's? What did you say, Devani?
D.
D. Okay, so it looks like, but then again, see, hype. This is the same argument. If it's in a high T, we might as well just round that to C. You know what I mean?
No.
Because who did we do that for? All right, if we're saying D, you guys say D. We'll go spinner rack. Is in the D tier. Next one, Apom 3MP 20 miss. It's 20 miss. Its ability, run off. Before using this Pokemon, you can switch its position with another one of your own Pokemon in an adjacent space. So wait, I can just.
That's like Whimsicott.
But you can't move after it, right? Or can you?
Yeah, you can. Just like Whimsicott, it is.
Oh, you can. 3MP,
But still, D.
pure white wheel, definitely D tier. Yeah, there's. I don't even think we really need to talk about this one. This one is definitely a D tier.
There was a challenge in the quests when you had to win a duel with Apom to get a star. It was impossible to win with it.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, at least you had it just in your deck and not step on the goal with it. Otherwise, the challenge will be impossible because they had like a lot of gold and purple figures. But at least it's only in your deck, so I kept it at the bench the entire time. Sandshrew, though.
Next, we have up Sandshrew. Has Sandveil. Let me tell you guys, when I first played Pokemon Duel, I got so, like, destroyed by a Sandshrew when I first played through the playthrough, and I tried attacking the Sandshrew, like, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was, like, doing something else, and I kept trying to attack it, and I was like, why is the Sandshrew getting closer and closer to my goal, and then it just ended up winning, and that's when I learned about Sandveil. I was like, wow. Okay, Sandveil. This Pokemon is attacked. It can move under the opponent's Pokemon to another space next to it. Battle does not occur. Its will, pure white, scratch, or slash, 40, 10, 40. Defense crow. If the battle opponent's attack is 50 or below, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out. It's definitely not D. Yeah, it's definitely not a D tier because of its ability, and primarily because of its ability, I would say C tier. And it looks like the majority of the chat is saying C. Oh, and we have to factor in the Tectonic Rage? Yeah, definitely. I definitely say C. All right, Sandshrew, you deserve to be in the C tier.
Murkrow. Oh, that's shiny.
What we got now? Ooh, Murkrow. Our first multicolored wheel here. We have a no ability, 3 MP. Sucker Punch is 10. It's a gold. Whirlwind, which is really nice for the displacement to get the evolution. So the battle opponent is moved to the bench and gains weight. And then Astonish. This thing is high C tier for me, I would say.
Anything with gold and purple is able to do some work.
Wait, what was your main deck, Hype? Really? You did? I would say C, yeah. Because of that combo? Yeah.
Bruh,
looks like everybody's saying C.
You're an ability then, dude. Oh, I better get a good seed for this. Yo, Rico, I just got a hidden ability then.
A what then?
Hidden ability. So if I get it,
Which
your
one?
T-Tar will have
Ow.
nerve.
Yeah, I did. Alright, so we got the Murkrow out the way. Next one is Caterpie. God, dude. It's 1 MP. Caterpie String Wrap, 1 star purple. Attaches a negative 1 MP marker to the battle opponent and tackle 10. This thing is D. There's no even, yeah. High C as well? What are you talking about, Rye? Get out of here. Or are you talking about the Murkrow? Yes. Just get out of here, Devani. Caterpie, 100% is a D tier. Caterpie. Next one. Mudkip. Okay. Mudkip 0 ability. No ability. Water type. Water gun. Tackle. It has dodge. This is your standard. Oops. Oh, God. I don't even want to talk about that. Your standard starter. Runner. D. F. Luigi says C? Get out of here. Listen, I'm one for like 3 MP is nice, but like this thing is definitely a D. I am going to go Mudkip throws D.
It means that Pokemon have the hidden
Mudkip.
ability, which is really rare.
Okay. Yo, what up, Hypenated? Welcome.
No.
Wait, what?
Dude,
Oh, you're right. Nothing whatsoever. All right, let's move on to the next one. Guys, listen. No memes here, okay? Bidoof. Stop. Oh, here we go. Already got the S. Already got it. Okay, I mean, it does have...
Nothing.
What I like about its will is what attacks it has. Because what did everybody use Bidoof for when they played through Pokemon? It was the HM. So I like that. I thought it was pretty funny. But this thing is absolutely trash. Yeah, you're right. 0 questions, D tier. We go Bidoof. Get out of here. No, it's not even close to Venus C. All right, next one. Ooh, Steelix. The rare Steelix. Okay, this is rare Steelix.
With pulling.
Steel and ground ability. Type, I'm sorry. 0 ability. And then the wheel dig. You can move this Pokemon to an open spot next to an adjacent figure or adjacent figures in succession. That was fun when we got the cheese there. Gyro Ball, which did get buffed, right? Plus 30 damage if the battle opponent's MP is higher than this Pokemon's MP, which is nice because he's only 1 MP. It has the pull-in, move the battle opponent to a PC, and move this Pokemon to the bench. Wait, moves...
Let me say something.
Moves
like
battle opponent
I used to use Bidoof with like a water deck with water rotom, grass rotom, and I buffed it up to 230 damage with an X speed.
Savage.
It should be mentioned. Like I used to Manaphy and triple Laurentis. That was good.
Hero, I think I was testing it too. Was I trying to use Coco with it? I don't remember what I was trying to use with it. But, okay. We have to factor in one.
Felix,
it's the ground type. So it does have the ground Z move.
I think it's the same as Dialga. I think it's B tier.
B tier? Oh,
It's like the same as Dialga, I think. Because it has the steel type and the ground T move. I think it's B.
Hold on. Let me think here. The pull-in was quite nice. Okay, so what's the downfall of this Pokemon? It's definitely that it was only 1 MP, right?
1 MP.
Yeah, 70. Gyro Ball was actually quite nice because it was pretty much a guaranteed 130. 3-star purple, 2-star purple to survive Z moves, to survive some things. Yeah, it's definitely better than Sandshrew. It's definitely better than Murkrow.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know about that. I think I would rather run a Murkrow than I would rather run a Steelix. But I agree. I agree that it should be in B, but then again, I'm like, damn, do I move Murkrow to B?
No.
Bro,
I don't think so.
I would say B, or yeah, B at least. So I'm gonna put Steelix in the B. So we got Steelix. I'm gonna make this bigger. All right. I believe it saw Fringe play at point in time. C or B. All right. Murkrow's good for different reasons. True. All right, let's move on. Meryl. Huge power. Did Meryl always have huge power? Or didn't they added the ability, right? I'm pretty sure they added the ability to huge power. So, okay, it's water type. Well, it's water and fairy. We got to factor that in because of the fairy Z move. Huge power. If this Pokemon is not affected by a special condition, it deals plus 50 damage. We have a huge miss though. 2 MP. It's common, but it does have the rollout. Spin again until rollout does not land. Damage is multiplied by the number of rollouts spun. So, if this thing is not status, it's hitting for what? 80, 90, and then whatever the rollout is. Hold on. And it has a fairy.
1,000 days.
So what are we thinking here? I think it's a C.
20 slice of miss.
It could be a D actually. What are you guys saying? D. Zoo. Oh, I know, right?
If it's not affected by a special condition, it deals plus 50, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 90 and an 80.
Right. And then whatever the rollout is. I mean, and you could pair it with like Heracross.
Yeah.
It might. This one's tough. D to
What
C.
is C tier? Murkrow and stuff, right? And Magiana?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm not putting him in with Murkrow. We're definitely putting him in D tier then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. D tier it is, boys.
Well, there goes that HA then. I'm not doing it.
All right, guys. Next we are with
Raticates.
Raticate. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think we even have to discuss this, right? Hyper Fang does not save it. 0 ability. Normal type. It's trash. It's D. Move on. Let's go. Eradicate. All right. Next. Machop. Machop. I don't even remember anything about Machop or Machoke. Do we even need to talk here either? Focus Punch 40, Dodge 2, MP, Common. It's a D tier. We might have to add D. Let me or E, I'm sorry. I want to just get through this and then, because what I want to do is probably make 6 different videos or 7 because there's like 600 plus Pokemon, and we'll do like
no Machoke.
There is no Machoke? There. Oh, dude, that's funny.
They choked on him, literally.
So what I want to do is like I want to finish this one and then have it all that I can just look at, and then we'll see who we need to move to E.
I think I agree with Blob here. Just add
utter trash.
Well, Rico, I don't think you would like.
I'm gonna add E
on T-Tar, so yeah.
What about T-Tar?
The hitting ability for T-Tar is unnerved.
Oh yeah.
And I got 3,000 days for it, and I do only 2,500 and under.
We added the E.
But
Top figures of all time? Oh, dude. I like that. We should totally do that. Maybe after we do all 600, we'll do that. Top 100? Dude, that's going to be a crazy list. All right, next.
Oh, Rico, are you going to do some FFAs today, or is it just Pokemon Duel?
Pokemon Duel. Luxray. All right, guys. We made it a fourth of the way here. We're at we could do top 10. We could do top 10, but dude, top 100 is gonna be hard to think. But all right, Luxray here. Blue Spark. The dodges of opposing Pokemon adjacent to this Pokemon become misses. 2 MP. It's electric type. Has a big quick attack with the Gold and Ice Fang and Fire Fang. So this is actually. It causes status.
Like, what is weird that it's actually saying opposing Pokemon adjacent to this Pokemon. Like, those Pokemon are most likely always going to be battle opponents. So why mention that they're adjacent? It sounds weird to me. Only Cortana and shit.
Well, not necessarily, because like if you're like on the right side and someone's on their entry point and you attack something in the center,
it's still a battle opponent.
Yeah, that's a battle opponent. And then okay, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But I think it's still C tier because of the gold.
Whoa.
50 gold.
Hypenated believes it's a B tier? So wait, so hold on. Hypenated, you kind of joined in late, so let's see what we have in B tier right now. So B tier, we have Dialga and Steelix. And chat wanted to put Metagross in B tier. So you're saying that you want to put Luxray in B tier? I don't know.
C, Tarble. Yeah, I agree with Tarble.
C for
C
me.
tier.
Let's look and see. Well, I don't know if I would put it. I don't think I would put it above Murkrow. I think I'd actually put it on par with Sandshrew.
You know what? I might play Let's Go Pikachu.
Wanna move Murkrow up then?
That's what I was saying. I think Murkrow should be B. I think Murkrow should be B as well.
Don't we need? I think we should still need an F tier or E tier.
Well, I added an
Oh,
E
you
tier.
made it E tier.
I added
Okay,
one.
then we should move everything down.
Okay, so hold on.
To E.
Let's put Murkrow. Murkrow here.
No, Murkrow is C. I move everything down.
No. Murkrow's definitely B.
E and E.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I found a shiny Chansey on Let's Go Pikachu, and
Wait,
then
you want to move all of this
I
down to
attacked
D?
it, and then it ran away
Yeah.
from me.
So then what are we
And
going to
then
put in D? Oh, all of this?
No, all of C and D, all of D and E, and then Murkrow is C. I think. Everything that's in D should go to E, everything in C should go to D. And then Murkrow is in C. Maybe we should change stuff, but at least that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And then Murkrow right there.
Okay. Okay.
And then we should move things around, maybe.
Okay. I'm okay with this. So Luxray, because of this addition that we added, guys. So you're saying now Luxray. So wait a minute. Is Murkrow in C or B? C.
Murkrow is in C.
C. Okay.
definitely not better than Steelix.
So then Luxray belongs in C, I would say.
Oh, Rico,
I'd
do
say
you have
so.
Super Smash Bros?
I don't.
It's a really fun game.
It's C? Okay, so Luxray.
Do we need to move stuff from E to D or not?
From where?
From E to D. Like
E.
Golem and stuff?
Oh, I see what
I
you're
don't
saying.
think Golem belongs in E now.
I actually want to move Dialga. Well, actually, I don't know. No, we'll keep him there for now.
Bro, some dude got a square shiny frame at 656.
We might have to actually... Okay, hold on. We'll come back and revisit this. I don't want to get lost here. Let's go to Poliwag.
I might have to do the 5%.
Did we place Luxray already?
Yeah, we placed Luxray with Murkrow. He's in C tier. All right, Poliwag here. Ooh, I liked Poliwag. I ran Poliwag for a little bit. Common 3 MP. It's got Hypnosis. I put mine. It has 0 miss at level 5. Level 10, I did everything into a 2-star Hypnosis. I would say it's not... Is it? Nah, it's like high D? Maybe low C?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hypnosis 3 MP. D+, D+. Yeah, it's like... This one's hard.
What's in C?
In C, we have Murkrow and Luxray.
In D?
In D, we have Mightyena, Bayleaf, C-Dot, and Sandshrew.
I think it's in C then. I mean in D.
Murkrow B, C, Poliwag C, in your opinion?
It's in D. Yeah, it's in D, I believe. But it could be C.
I actually agree with that, Tarvold. I actually agree with Murkrow being up. All right, so you guys are saying C.
C?
C.
Okay.
All right, so Poliwag. And I'd see... Well...
I don't
Yeah.
think it's in C.
I think
but
Murkrow can go to B.
Yeah, good go.
Because it's basically kind of like running the
It's also good
Noibat.
with the evolution, so you can just bring them back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. All right,
But I
next.
still agree with Poliwag on C, but we'll move on.
Teddy Ursa, it's full white, it's 2 MP, it's common, it's normal. Fake Tears. What does Fake Tears even do? Spinning it until an attack other than Fake Tears is spun. Damage attack deals plus 20. Okay, so the question is this D or is it E? E tier? Probably. I would say E tier. E. Okay, so it looks like everyone says E. We can move on from that. Teddy Ursa. Next. Tyrogue. 3 MP. No, it's a 2 MP tackle. Okay, we don't even need to talk about this. Trash.
E tier.
Oh,
Trash.
there it is.
E negative. All right, next tier. Next Pokemon. Chespin. Chespin, I believe, was one of the first EXs I got in this game. Or not Chespin. It was actually the Chestnut.
My first one was
Oh, God.
Latios, and then Dialga, and then Chespin.
Oh, what did I do? Chespin. Okay, here we go. Right, we're on Chespin. Okay, cool. We totally forgot to even talk about the
It's not even
designs.
3 MP.
Designs, yeah, it's another starter. The design, I like the design. It does have some blue on the wheel, but yeah, there's nothing it can do. It's grass type, 2 MP. It's not even 3 MP as a starter. No need to discuss it. It's definitely an E tier. Chespin.
It's not even have a dodge, it's just protect, so that's also bad.
Next. Ah, Lugia's next. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is like what? Our second EX? Only our second EX. Okay, so we have Lugia, the Marine Rage. The damage that this Pokemon deals is increased by 10 for each water-type Pokemon in either player's PC. So there could be some sort of cheese here. You know, you could use the Wash Rotom, turn everything into water, try and KO as much as you can, but you can only do that for like, what, 4 turns maybe? So the window is kind of small. But it does have Aeroblast 120, which they moved up from... What was it before?
I agree with Blob.
100?
B plus A minus.
B plus A minus. Cyclone, the 4-star, which is really nice. It moved him to the bench. The battle opponent is moved to the bench. And it also does have the Psychic Z move. We have to factor that in, that it can move 3 MP after it moves. So, for me personally, just looking at it, it's definite. I would go A.
The design is awesome, by the way.
I know, this is good. I'd probably go A, because I don't want to put it with Dialga. It's way better than Dialga, and it's way better than Steelix. I would put it in A tier. What do you guys think? Let's see. B.
Yeah.
Finally, something decent. Design.
It's gonna go with Metagross, which I'm fine with.
A tier, easy. Lugia is A here. Yep. B plus, A minus, leaning towards B plus. I'd say A, C.
I
Brawl.
think only S tier is only like
Hold up.
figures in meta.
Hold up.
scenes.
Brawl
A tier is-
says C tier.
bro.
Brawl. I want to hear your explanation for C tier. Oh, oh, you just changed it.
I mean, S tier is only meta figures, and A tier is figures that are adaptable. So I think I should go with A tier.
Yeah.
This thing can be implemented into a deck, but it's not meta.
Actually, Hype does have a point. And you know why? Because I remember when I was using it and I was trying to make this thing work and it rolled like double miss on a DC. I was so pissed. But I would still say A. I don't think anybody's arguing with A. Let's put Lugia in A. Okay. Next. Design's pretty cool too. How did we get... Dude, how did they make these Pokemon? Like, Doggle was the first figure, and then Luxray was like 2 figures before the Shinx? I don't get it.
The Shanks.
Blind. What does Blind even do? This Pokemon moves 1 to 2 steps back. Oh, there could be some cheese here, but again, 3 MP, white, common. Don't even need to talk. I would say... Yeah, I don't even... There's no reason why it shouldn't be an E with, like, everything else. Like... Yeah, I'd put it in a E tier, I believe. C tier? What are you talking about? You think maybe D? It does have a small niche, but like, how would you ever, like, you're always going to be moving backwards. If you move this on the board, your opponent is going to counter. They're going to put something in front of it. The only niche it would be is if, like, you were able to move through somehow. Move through their figure.
Air balloon.
I guess an air balloon cheese would work. I personally think it's a D tier. I mean an E tier. But if you guys think it's a D tier, we'll put them in the D tier. So final rating on the Shinx. Let me know. Oh, it's back. Wait. Moves 1 to 2. Oh, okay. D easily. D minus. E probably.
No, it's tied.
All right. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it's kind of tied here.
No, it's not tied anymore.
All right.
It's
All right. I think it's E.
yeah, E. So it's probably A tier, right?
So, okay, so you're saying you guys want to put it with Mightyena, Bayleaf? No, I would not put it with Sandshrew. There's no way. I'm putting it in E tier.
I think it's Starble tier, like Gen 1 tier. It should be the Gen 1 tier.
All right, next. Aeron. Ooh, it did have the big bite. Remember the big bite? Big bite in the gym. This actually has some utility to it. If the opponent's type is Steel, the Pokemon takes no damage, and the opponent is knocked out. It's got the Steel
Everyone's
Z
so
move.
good in the Steel
Steel Z move wasn't that bad either. You can move, right?
And the Steel Gym is probably tier S or A, but in general, it might be D.
You'd move Sandshrew to C? You're right. Actually, I think I would.
Yeah, Sandshrew should go to C.
Sandshrew should go to C. No, you're right. You're right. You're right, happening. I'm gonna move that right now. You're right. The niche is very small. But it was still used way more than Shinx. It was used way more than Chespin, than Tyro, than Teddiursa, than Machop. That alone for me tells me that it belongs in the D tier. Yeah, I would go D with this. That's my final. What do you guys think? You think a D? D? Fair's D? Cool. All right. A-Ron's in D. A-Ron. All right, boys. Next one. Emolga. I think I tried to use Emolga once, but all right. The first thing we have to know right off the bat, it's got a level 28 miss. 28 miss. Okay. Volt Switch. This Pokemon switches with a Pokemon on your bench or in your PC, and then the 40 Thundershock. This one's tough for me. I would say either high E or low D. You ran Emolga in the team match event? Did you really? 3 MP Volt Switch is fun. Yeah. So you guys are thinking D? Snortuff says E.
The Z moves are trash, but still.
Wait, what, Rai? What are you talking about? Awful Z option. 3 MP saves it from it. Yep. Okay. So we'll go Emolga. D tier. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'd rather use this thing than the Charmander, so D tier for me.
Yep. It is. Dude, that Z move was terrible. I hated it. Alright. Let's go on.
Doduo.
We never got Dotrio, did we?
Nope, we didn't.
Damn, we never got Dotrio. Alright, Doduo. No more flying. Normal Z move's okay. Alright. What saves this thing from being an E tier? And then what saves it from being E tier?
It's a Swablu deck.
Is a Swablu deck. But then again, we have to factor in, like, are we judging based on the figure alone, like the standalone figure? Or are we basing it off of utility? Like, when would you use a Doduo?
Yeah, I used this thing in like 4K range with Swablu deck and actually did well with this thing with a couple X speeds. This thing is definitely not bad.
Dude, what if you ran 3 Swablus and this and 2 Heracross with X speeds?
So good. It's not so good, but it's definitely very good.
Like, I would you could look at this figure and be like, "Oh yeah, that's straight up E tier on its own," but if you used it the way it could honestly move up to like a C tier. I think it can move up to a C from an E to a C just depending on how you use it. So now we just have to figure out how we're basing it off of. And since we did the Metagross A tier, like how Metagross was, I would say probably a B tier by its own.
Was, like, kind of broken.
I kind of want to say C for it. Let's see. But there's better options for normal flying in Uncommon Hall. True. Spinner Will.
We need an SS tier like Blob is saying.
Basically how I think things should be ranked. E, no use. D, tiny niche or budget. C, can build around it to make it good. Okay, I like that. B, can play. A, can play in any deck. S, meta relevant. And ooh. Okay. I like those. I like those a lot. Does anybody have anything to add to that ranking? Or that has an opposing opinion? Because we can change our format to that.
It's D. I mean, there's no way this thing is an E, but there's no way this thing is a C either.
Well, like Hypenated said, C can build around it and make it good. You can build around Duel. Like I said, if you have 3 Swablus, 2 Heracross, and X speeds, this thing is a threat.
Like, what else is at C?
Yeah, let's take a look at what we have in D and T, though.
In C, yeah. I need to know what's in... Oh, in D, yeah.
In D, we have Mighty Atom, Bayleaf, C. Dot, Aeron, Emolga.
Yeah, C tier.
C, Luxray, Poly... Yeah, so I'm going to go C.
Yep. It's definitely on par with Poliwag. I think we should move Poliwag down still, but...
Final... Yeah, we can revisit that. All right, guys. Final grading in chat right now. I think C, but we'll go off the majority.
Yes, C. But... this thing is not on par with Emolga, guys. This thing is not on par with Bailey.
Alone, it's not. Like I can put this thing in C and I can put this thing in E. Like it just. But like Hypenated said, like you can build around it.
Standalone, it's definitely D.
Yeah.
In the deck, it's probably C.
All right. Looks like the majority is.
You want.
I would say D, like I said, C, but majority is saying D, so that's fine. We'll stick Doduo in D.
Wow.
Next. All right.
My cousin posted this on Instagram, and it's a picture of a chat on YouTube, and it says, "When I got a prostate exam, my doctor kept both of his hands on my shoulders to comfort me. Great guy."
That's fine.
Trico.
Ooh. Okay. Trico. It does have the wall climb ability. While on the bench, this Pokemon can MP move over non-ghost type Pokemon. Slam, it does have the quick attack. It is 3 MP. This thing was really good in grass decks. Exactly, Tarvold. I'm going to go, because of how it was used, you can X-Speed with this, and it becomes a huge threat, huge gold wheel. It can move off the bench when the entry points are taken if the battle opponent is not a ghost type. This is definitely nowhere lower than a C tier. Nowhere lower. C tier at minimum. Yeah, I would even argue, yeah, like Hibernate says, low B.
Because of the grass type, with Lorenz it could be C. But like on the other side, when entry points are capped, you most likely don't have a lot of Lorenz on the field either.
Okay, I can see that.
But I think still C. But yeah, C.
Stop, Darvold. C. All right. So it looks like the majority is saying C. I'm okay with putting him in C. I'll put him with C. I like that. Trico. All right, next one. Where are we at? This is number 36. The Heracross. What's up, Bill? Okay. Bug fighting. What did the fighting Z move do again? Oh, it attached like a cracked marker? Is that what it did?
Yep.
Okay.
It's everything in a row.
So this is the updated Heracross because it's 120. The overhead toss has some sort of like funny niche cheese where the battle opponent is moved one step behind this Pokemon. It's 28. The wheel size is not terrible. It is a rare. I don't know. Just because of the damage output and the purple, I would say C, but I'm like, do I really want to put this with Trico and Sandshrew and Poly? Man, maybe C. I think I'd say C.
Yeah.
Doing well, Bill. How are you? What do you think, Devani?
C.
You think C? All right, chat. What are we thinking? What's the consensus on the Heracross? Are we going C? C sounds right.
If it was like a 100 or a 90, probably would have been D.
C. All right.
Saves it.
Hey, what up, Date? All right, Heracross is in the C tier. Next.
120 is a staple. Yeah.
All right. Deino. He has the band attack. This Pokemon deals plus 10 damage for each Hydreigon, Zweilous, or Deino on the field. If this Pokemon has evolved, it gains plus 1 MP. So it gives Zweilous a 3 MP, right? Oops. Oh no. Oh no. Where am I? All right, here. Huge miss, 2 MP, common 50. It's an E, right? There's no. I think it's an E, right? Do we have to talk about this? Pikachu tier, stop it. I remember that, Tarvold. You finally got a Date? About time. Wait, right. You think this thing's the C tier and Poliwag needs to go down from the C tier to the D tier? I could see that because I still think Doduo is higher than Poliwag just because of its usability.
I don't know if we'll put Poliwag in C, but it should definitely be D.
I think Poliwag. No, you're right. I'm actually putting Poliwag in C or D. Let's get rid of Poliwag there.
E for Dino, yeah.
That's an E.
Oh, remember the 4 MP Zweilous bug in the gym?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that? That was so fun.
So wait, what are we saying E for Deino? I agree. All right, next.
Wait, why does 7 is ability? If it's evolved, is +1, but how can Dino ever be evolved?
True. True. No, you're right. If this Pokemon has evolved, it gains plus 1 MP. I don't get it.
What? Nice coding, guys. Nice coding, heroes.
All right.
Nice coding.
And yeah, and the Dragon Z move is terrible. The Dark Z move is not bad. All right, next.
E tier, yeah.
Combi. Oh, dude, I remember when I made videos on Combi. I made like 2, I think. Okay, so we got Bug Flying. We have the Thickest Slip. This Pokemon can MP move past grass-type Pokemon on the field. So if you have the or not the Wash Rotom, but the Mow Rotom, turn everything into water, or I mean into a grass type. This thing can move through them. The Sweet Scent is relatively large for 44 at level 1. One Pokemon within 3 steps range is drawn 1 to 2 steps closer to this Pokemon and gains weight. Just so you guys know, Lunala's ability, that Pokemon cannot be moved, but if you land Sweet Scent and Lunala is 1 to 2 steps close, or like near, or 3 steps within Combi, it does get drawn close to it. So you can move Lunala this way. And then the Gust level 10 or 10 damage. So I want to put this thing. I mean, you could build around it on its own. On its own, it's like E. On its own, it's like E. But you can build around it to make it gimmicky to put it to a C. But I think I would throw it maybe D.
Tarkov just stop saying that it kills DODs and Wobbuffet.
Lana prevents the battle opponent from moving. Oh, yeah. You're right. D, and 3 PMB is handy. Is that right? Okay, looks like the consensus is a D tier. Combi is a D. All right, next. Squirtle Squad. Dude, I remember when this game first came out, I wanted to make a video with 3 Squirtles to be like the Squirtle Squad video, but you can't do anything with Squirtle. Like, you cannot do anything with Squirtle. This is an E tier. There's no answer for butts. 3 MP.
If it was dodge, it could have been D, but if it's with throw, if it gives weight, it's definitely E. But if it was dodge, it could have been D. But that's me.
It could have been good, but yeah, the fact, I mean, but then again, like, a lot of times when you attack it, it'll just hit withdrawal. I mean, but you just Z move and this thing's gone, so. I want to say E.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Hypenated, because like early on in the game, like I actually used double Squirtles as like goalies. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, the OG defender, like Rye's saying. But just, I'm trying to judge it on the entirety of the lifespan of Pokemon Duel. Where would Squirtle fit? I think it's E. Like in the beginning, possibly D, but right, I would say E. All right, guys, so final rating, I'm going to say D. What are your thoughts? Please tell me the final in the chat.
I might do a shiny Bellawat, or I might do a shiny Grass Dent if anyone wants in.
Barely D. Damn. I can't wait until we get into the argument of like good Pokemon. All right. Ooh, this will be an interesting rating for this one. The Meowth. All right. Normal. No ability. The biggest thing here is the Fake Out. 3-star Fake Out Purple. This Pokemon switches places with the battle opponent. Obviously, we know what it does. It's cheese. Hold up. What happened to... whatever. I would go with... Is it Murkrow tier? Steelix tier? Nah, I'd probably go C. I'd probably go C. What do you guys think? Worst Torracat. It does have game-winning potential, definitely. Underrated, but... It's an S... Wait, what? You think a C? Dawn Wings is easily an E, is that right? Yeah, I say it's definitely no lower than a C tier. So I'm gonna go C tier final. If you guys have any other arguments towards it being better than a C tier, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to C. C for sure. Perfect. Meow. All right, next. We are on number... We are almost halfway, ladies and gentlemen. Zubat. Okay, I actually never use Zubat. 0 ability, poison, flying, 3 MP, which is nice. The attack damage is not good, but it's a runner. Supersonic, so that's what we need to look at. Supersonic, the battle opponent becomes confused, which could be good. It can cause some annoyance from the opponent, but it does have a large miss, 20 miss. I don't know. I would say high E could possibly be a low D, but I would still say E. What do you guys think? E. Confusion is good. It's still E. Yeah, okay. Consensus there. Let's go Zubat. All right, next. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. All right, another EX here, guys. Let's start. Ho-Oh, Fire Flying. We'll take a look at its ability, the Serenade Grace, or Serenade Light. If this Pokemon is knocked out, move the following Pokemon to the bench, not including Pokemon with this ability. Pokemon in the PC, your Fire-type Pokemon in the Ultra Space, and your Fire-type Pokemon that have been excluded from the duel. It's got Rainbow Wing, move 2 steps away, Fire Blast 130, and Sacred Fire. The planet is now burned. Easily an A tier, in my opinion. Easily. Definitely better than B. Definitely not. S, I think easy A tier. Let's see. Uh-oh, A.
In a fire deck, definitely.
Ooh, Snortup says B+. This is tricky, hyphenated. Let me hear it. Actually affects the game. Ho, A barely. A. Okay, wait, Tarvold, what were you saying? Gives you not E. You think it's a D tier? That's what I was saying. It's like a high E, possibly a D. We're moving Ho-Oh to A. Easy. That was one was easy. Ho-Oh in the H tier. I've gotten so much mileage out of mine, even during the late phases. Oh, really? I wish I would have used Ho-Oh more. I never did. I never used him that much, but I wish I did. Because he really is good. Has a lot of utility.
Interesting. Skarmory.
Is that the next one? Ooh, Skarmory. Okay, yeah, this will be an interesting rating. So let's talk about it. Steel typing is what we want to focus on right now. The wheel is actually not bad as well. The design, which we keep forgetting to do. The design, I don't really care for the design. But what's interesting here is the flyaway and sword stance. Anytime you have an attack in your will that allows you to spin again to hit something else is really good. So you can either hit flyaway, or you can hit steel wing, or you can hit air cutter. You have possibilities there. 0 miss, level 5. Level 10, I even did mine to level 10, put everything into the sword stance, and I reduced the air cutter. So steel wing could hit for 160, or you can get a 3-star flyaway, which is like a hurdle jump. This is easily better than E, better than D. I would say no lower than a C. You could make an argument to go to B, but you would have to build around the Skarmory. But even then, it'd probably be like a low B. I think I'd just go and put him in C. What do you guys got here? Ooh, Daytay says B? B. Can hit for 160, B. C for hyphenated. C for hype. C. Bill said B too. We got a lot of B's, got a lot of C's. C is fair. That's fair. That's fair from hyphenated. I think C. Do we all agree that it's probably C? Usable but unreliable C. I like what Snortup said. That's perfect. All right, let's go Skarmory. And then I just I want to like look at what we have in C and kind of agree. Does Skarmory belong with Luxray, Sandshrew, Trico, Heracross, Meowth? Yeah. I would even actually argue that Sandshrew belongs in D, maybe high D. Because if you have it on the board, like nobody's gonna attack into it. They're gonna find a ways to trap it, right? Sandshrew might go down to D, like high D. But all right, let's talk about next one. Number 44 is Audino. We never got the Mega Audino. All right. Audino was interesting. I think I used it a couple times. Any Pokemon adjacent to this Pokemon will do 30 plus damage. So if you attack with your Pokemon next to this Pokemon, it does 30 damage. Or if the opponent attacks you, it does plus 30 damage. 70 pound Healing Wish. This Pokemon switches with another of your Pokemon from the PC. Just for that alone, I want to say D. I think D. Yeah, it's the fact that it has a 2-star purple and you can bring something, you can switch something from the PC. It's nice. You can get the boost, like, so if you put this thing in the center, you can get plus 30. You just have to be careful where you place it because you don't want to get attacked. Date says E. Date, give me your argument for E. So E, basically you're saying that you want to put this thing with Tauros, Charmander, Ekans, Snubbull, Golem, etc. I think its ability alone and the purple goes from E to a D. Ooh, Snortuff thinks it's an underrated figure. Yeah, I'm going to say final vote for me is D. Let me know what the final rating is for you guys in the chat, and we'll go by majority. Damn, Snortuff says it's a C?
Wait, what does Healing Witch do? I cannot see it because of the witch of your Rico.
It just switches.
With another thing on the bench for PC?
This Pokemon switches with another of your Pokemon from a PC.
Yeah, then it's D tier. Because it can save with takeaway.
Okay, I don't know. Alright, next. Machamp with the Guts ability, alright? We use Machamp with Milotic. Alright, so if this Pokemon has a special condition, it deals plus 50 damage. We'll look at the damage output it has. It has Karate Chop, Submission, and Karate Chop. So this thing can hit for a maximum of 130. Well, maximum of 150 if you have it chained to level 10. I don't think it's... I don't think it's good at all. It's high E, low D. That's what I think. Because, like, if you get the thing's status, what do you want it to hit? You want it to hit... You want to be confused, probably, right? Yeah, because you don't want to be burned. You don't want to slice missing. You don't want to be paralyzed. Can't be asleep. Can't be frozen. So you want to be confused. Confused also has a chance of missing, so... I think D. Wait, what do you mean hyphenated? Why is it an A in Tabletop Simulator? Poison? But poison reduces the damage. Right? I think... I think D. True, it is full white. Oh, I see. Well, so what I'm saying is, Hero, you can set this thing next to your Milotic. Milotic can hit its blue, whatever the hell it was, and then you could choose to confuse your Machamp. I think I think because of that, just to give it the extra boost. Yeah, actually, this one's kind of hard. This one's actually kind of hard. E or D? I'm gonna go D final. But let me know what your guys' final are, and like I said, majority wins. You think D? True. True. Okay. Looks like the consensus here is E. Damn. Then we just have to think. We're going to put this thing with... We're really going to put Machamp with Bidoof? Where Bidoof hits for a maximum of 50 damage? We're going to put this thing with Caterpie?
Oh, no.
Alright. Machamp is now with E. Alright, next. Oh, Kyogre. Not the Primal Kyogre, but we have just the standard EX Kyogre. This one's going to be interesting. So... Primal Rage when there are opposing Groudon, Kyogre, or Rayquaza on the field. This Pokemon deals plus 20 damage, which was rarely ever the case. Break Energy. Your opponent's energy plate-based effects are lost. Energy plates were kind of... When people used Kyogre, it was just to de-evolve from the Primal Kyogre, so I don't think the Break Energy really had a purpose. And then the Tidal Wave, which was actually not that bad, even though it was a 1-star purple. All neighboring Pokemon are knocked 3 steps back and gain weight. Hydro Pump 130. Damn. I guess we have to put him Like I really want to put it like in B tier. Actually, no. This one's tough. Maybe low B, high A. I'm interested to see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Kyogre is C. There are usable figures. Then there's more usable figures. B.
I think I would want to put it at the same tier as Dialga. I think so because it definitely has the blue orb can turn into Primal Kyogre.
Definitely more usable than Grotto.
Same as Dialga.
You think it's same as Dialga? I'm kind of thinking the same as Dialga as well. I know, Hero. The question is, are we including? That's the thing, Hypenated. So like, I don't think you were here. When we did Metagross, it was between the B tier and the A tier. And we moved Metagross to A tier because of how you would use Metagross. Like if you use Metagross just by itself, it's probably in the B tier. But when you're actually using Metagross, you're probably going to use it with Metang. Metang is an easy evolution, and when you get the Metagross, you're now 2 MP. And if you have the Mega Metagross, you can go 3 MP with the ability to move over or under Pokemon. So that's why we moved it. Like in a real situation, when would you use it? So in a real situation, when would you use Kyogre? Probably with Primal Kyogre. So that alone might move it to A tier. Hey, what up, Bertros? I know, Hero. So that it's just hard. It's like, are we rating these individually or usability? Like when you would use them? It's B at least. Question. Yeah, it's and I feel like it differs, and it goes back to the Doduo. Like we have Doduo in the D tier, but if we use Doduo the way I was saying to use it, I would put him. I'd put him in B tier. Doduo could give Dawnwing such a hard time. This is tough. I think B though. I honestly think B. Like factoring everything involved, I think B.
No, my phone's almost dead. It can't die.
Kyogre, pretty good early in the game when it came out. B, it was 1 MP, wasn't it? Was it 1 MP? It might have been. I think it was 1 MP.
I don't know.
And the tidal wave was actually really annoying because when the opponent actually did change forms back to the Kyogre, like how many times did you attack into it and like you got tidal waved? Like as strange as it is, even though it's only a 1-star purple, it caused a lot of problems. It was 1 MP. All right, I think B. Please let me know what your final rank is in the chat. I think B. Hype thinks B. Hypenated thinks A. Let's go with the majority. B. Another for A. You can use Primal on offense and defense a lot better because of it. That's true. No, you're right. That is true. Okay, so it looks like the majority is going with B. So we'll throw Kyogre in there with B with Murkrow, Steelix, and Dialga. Like I think that's fair. I just think there's also tiers within tiers. Like it's a high B where Dialga is like a low B. So all right. Next, let's move on. We are on to Psyduck. Did we not get Golduck? Did we really not get Golduck? That's crazy.
We did not get Golduck.
We could do that, Hypenated. We could do that. All right, so we have Psyduck here. We have Migraine. If your opponent spins a purple attack, you can force them to respin once a turn. Dude, why did nobody use this when Dawnwings was around? Why did nobody use this? That would have been amazing. Although he'd just roll purple again, but it would have been funny. I don't think I ever used Psyduck. I don't even know what it does. So it has the Water Pulse, Super Psy. If this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes confused, and then disable the battle opponent now has weight. So water type. If your opponent spins purple attack, you can force them to respin once a turn. I honestly, because of that ability, and because of kind of where we ended in the meta, Like I want to put him in D. I want to put it in D tier.
It's difficult. It's D probably. It's not an E.
Yeah, the wheel is terrible.
Purple saves it a lot.
Yeah, I mean this thing doesn't really do anything other than to disrupt Dawn Wings, really. Like that's it, right? But even then, if your battle opponent spins a purple attack, you can force them to respin once a turn. So they would just respin again, and the chances are they just hit purple again. But this thing does have disable, so it could tie with the Moongeist Beam. I think D. Type figure that makes me think this has a nice niche, but God knows what that is. Yeah, nobody actually really tested it. Nobody that we know of, right? I'm gonna say D. Let me know what you guys think, and then we'll go off that. Respin will guarantee that Psyduck gets KO'd if Psyduck lands white. True. True for what Snortop was saying. D. D.
D, yeah.
Very low D.
No doubt.
Alright. Looks like Psyduck's in the D. Next. Are we at 50 yet? Nope. 48. Spinda. 2 MP. Own tempo. This Pokemon cannot be confused. Tier Dance. All neighbor Pokemon become confused. 60 and 30 miss at 12.
That was so good with Esper. In the common tournament, Esper and Spinda were like the godlikely duo.
I never use this.
Like Esper had like a very small purple that confuses and a very big white, and if it confuses the Esper, it always lands the confusing purple. It was so good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I had no history of using this.
Yeah, the Anuka strategy. Anuka fair.
Wait, Tarvold?
Anuka actually came up with that strat.
We're all streaming it. Really? I did. That's an interesting strat. So that alone, like I have no expertise on it, but from that alone, what do you guys think? Like high D, maybe possibly a C, or just a D outright? Yeah, me either, Hero. D. Snortuff says C. Daytay says D. True, it does, right? Okay. Snore stuff. I'm interested. So you said C, underrated, and you still give it a C, and then Devani explained how it was used. Do you have something different where you think it goes from a D to a C? I'm interested to hear what that is.
No, absolutely not. That's the only thing that saves it. It cannot be confused. That's fine, but it's not game breaking. What's up, Retros?
Snort stuff.
Snort stuff.
All right, so for right now, we're gonna stick it in D. Spinda. Oh, we never got the what's this thing's evolution called? That was always like it was fast and it always used Spore. What was this thing called? I don't remember what it's called.
Steenie?
Breloom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Breloom.
Okay. Okay, so we have Shroomish, Tackle 30, Poison Powder, Stun Spore, so it can cause paralysis. Really purple heavy, but the problem is that it's 1-star purple. I think it's an E tier, but in a higher E tier. That's what I think. D? You guys are thinking D? Tricky. All right, explain, Hypenated. Explain. True. I agree with that, Hero. I think it's an E, but I'm interested. Right now, I think it's an E. Somebody give me an argument to where it should move from an E to a D. What's wrong, bud? Come here. How much are we valuing survivability? This won't be anything on its own, but You're right. No, survivability is correct. But then again, if we're talking about survivability, we also have to talk about utility because it's kind of useless for this thing to just be on the board if it's not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like it's a wasted space or figure on your end. So if it has a good survivability, that's nice. But what is it doing? I mean, it does have poison powder and sunsport, but it's 1-star purple. So if it's like I guess like a heavy pure white opponent, then yeah, because it can cause paralysis or cause status. But if it's in a deck that has more than 1-star purple or gold, it's not. Yeah, anybody can join the room. Anybody can join. That's why I have it up. Yeah, I would say it's S tier by Bravo. It is. It definitely is. Especially when there's a timer when you can factor that in.
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's Euro?
Dude, why can I barely hear you guys?
I didn't say much.
I can just like it's like the music is like as loud as you guys are, so I can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, I created a new account to do baby den. I'm gonna do a Pichu den.
D. Okay, so I think this thing is a D. Is there anyone else? Oh wait, I thought it was an E. You guys say D?
I would put E.
You would say E as well?
Yeah.
Devani, where we at?
Poison powder sunsport and medium. It's D. Can I say it's E?
You say it's E? Or D?
I think so.
Okay, so we have 3 for E, 2 for D.
It's just me for E, but
We'll stick it in. We'll stick it in E for
D is
now.
fine. C is not okay, but D and E are both fine to me.
Okay, we'll just stick it there for now. If we had Breloom. Okay, that's fair. All right. Next. Charizard. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, all right?
2 MP right now.
Yes, we have the 2 MP Charizard, no ability. We have the Fire Spin, the Dragon Tail. Fire Spin, you spin again. We know that. And Dragon Tail, which actually benches your battle opponent, which is actually not bad. So now we just have to factor in, are we using this Charizard by itself? Do we have the Mega with it? Do we have X speeds with it? The Dragon Tail is nice because it benches the battle opponent. Do we run it with Heracross?
We need to put into consideration. Do we take the Megas apart, or do we take them together with the figure?
I think we can include it.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can't use the Mega without this anyway.
Exactly.
Well, I mean...
We didn't do the other figures yet, but it's like one of the first ones we got. We only got Metagross and Heracross just yet that had Megas.
Yeah, we forgot about Heracross's Mega.
And Metagross Mega.
True. Well, we factor in Metagross.
Metagross you mentioned.
Yeah, we factor that. I would say if we factor everything in and how, let's just say how a competitive person would use the Charizard if they had all the resources to do so, I would put them in A. But if we're just valuing it like just by itself and just sticking it in a deck somewhere, yeah, probably.
By itself, it's not that great.
You think it's somewhere like in C?
I mean, I would probably put it B with
go
everything
ahead and
else
leave
here.
'cause my phone's about dead.
What's that?
I'm gonna go ahead and leave. My phone's about dead.
All right, bro. Later.
Later.
B.
Just based on like everything else we have. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as good as Kyogre though. So I don't know if I would put it in the same tier with it.
True. Well, see, okay. Here we go again. Like on its own, yeah, you're right. I don't think it's good as Kyogre, but if I were to run Charizard with X speeds and Heracross and my Mega, I would definitely take that Charizard over the Kyogre.
Yeah, but that's everything if everything is considered.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We need to figure out how we're doing this.
I mean, I think I think with what we have, it would be fair to put it in the same tier with Kyogre. If we include everything that Charizard can do, then
Is Kyogre in
yeah,
the same
sure.
tier as
Yeah,
Dialga?
it is.
Then it should be in that tier.
I'm going with B. Yep, I'm gonna go with B. Hero, what did you say? B.
I think that's fair.
And then Devani.
Yeah, same tier.
Everyone in the chat, your final ranking. B, unless you want to argue otherwise, to C or A. We'll stick them in
I don't think
B.
it's A.
Yeah, I don't think it's A either.
Because like once the Mega is gone, Charizard itself doesn't. It's not like that impactful without the Mega.
I mean, you're right, but there's whenever I play a Charizard, I have to be cautious. I can't just blindly attack into it in terms of damage because I don't know how often it's going to hit Fire Spin. But then again, you mostly had some way of dealing with heavily white wheels, you know, you had some sort of purple or blue figure.
Yeah, so Snortuff is saying it wasn't really usable till later. Because it was 1 MP. Like
Fair.
You had to have the
It's fair.
evolution before
Yep.
that.
I do remember that. I think B is good, as of just all things considered. Let's move on
Yeah, like
to.
overall, probably B.
Okay, so Wobbuffet's going to be interesting now too because of using it with the Goodra. So we got Wobbuffet. It has the bite ability. This Pokemon cannot battle. Huge counter, also huge miss though. What are we going off here? Like, who would use Wobbuffet? I mean, in the early days, people would use Wobbuffet like as the goalie.
Mele Wish Wobbuffet for the win.
Mele Wish Wobbuffet with the Goodra ability. So
Wait, can those be combined?
yeah,
Okay, then that was good. I think I used this one with X Speed. Well, no, X Speed not.
yeah, X speed.
Yeah,
Bright Powder. No, X Speed won't matter.
I had a game.
X Speed won't
against
kill
someone-
anything.
Someone
I used it
using
with Bright
Alchemy-
Powder.
Shut up.
Sorry, Devani.
That's fine.
You had a game what?
Someone was using Alchemy Marker on Wobbuffet, and they stuck it on a gold, and I couldn't deal with it because most of my deck was purple, and so if I had damage,
Ooh.
counter would kill it, and if I landed purple, counter would kill it because it was
Oh,
gold.
that's so good.
Dude, that's wow.
What? I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Alchemy
me
Marker.
either. That's funny.
Well, actually, yeah, I think they had a way of boosting its damage too, so it could KO, but I couldn't take it out.
Hmm.
Like Wobbuffet has some cool stuff.
Yeah, Wobbuffet is very, very interesting here. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Tarvel thinks he's trash. He's a D tier. It fends off high damage figures. Otherwise, purple heavy. B for fun potential. Ooh, that's a high B. That's C. Don't forget you can't make Wobbuffet's counter gold. Wait, what? Don't forget you can make Wobbuffet's counter. Oh yeah, exactly. A gold. That's what Hero was saying. So for me, just because of how people used Wobbuffet, like it was a clever. Anytime it was ever used, it was clever. Yeah, dude, I could. It's crazy. I could see it being really high A, or not A, but high B, mid B possibly. I don't know, mid to high B.
I think it's at least C, just based on what it can do, and like it's hard to attack into, right?
Yeah.
Well, depending on like if you have purple or not.
Yeah. I mean, if you just look at this figure by itself, I'd go D. But like when people are gonna use it, they're gonna that counter is either gonna be gold. It's gonna
Wait, does Showtime have F Corona?
wait. What?
He just posted something on Instagram
Who did?
2 days ago.
The Black Blur 1604. What's up, man? With proper support, it could be a C.
C, I think.
Takes too
I
much
think with
effort. You're right. No.
Not saying and what we're saying, it maybe might go C.
Yeah, it looks like the general consensus here is C. Well, there's a couple for D. Rye does have a good point. There is a lot of effort to make it usable, unless you're just being defensive with it. So, all right, final rating. You guys think C or D?
D.
I'd say C.
C. see. All right. So it looks like we say C. Oh, Snortuff saying B though. Even I'm with you too, Snortuff. I think it could potentially be a B, but that's if everything is working. So yeah, it's I would say C then. It has the potential to get there, but it takes a lot. All right, so Wild Pet will throw in a C. Oh damn it, we forgot. We're now over 50. Okay. Hey, don't you guys dare. Don't you guys dare. Don't you dare. Tarvold, I don't want to hear anything. I don't hear it from any of you guys.
Can I say that the rare one is much better than this one?
Of course it's better.
Is the rare one in top 100? I don't think it is.
Top 100?
Or in the numbers.
Top 150.
Oh, I got you. I was like, no, there's no way. Stop, Date. Just skip this. Okay, I will admit that this is A tier minimum, and we'll move on, okay? Pikachu.
Wait, no, rare Pikachu is outside of the 100s.
Oh, it is? Lame.
104.
Okay, I put Pikachu in E tier, okay? You guys happy? All right, next one. Palkia. How are they going to have Dialga, the #1 figure they ever created, and then Palkia random 53? All right, Space Distortion. If there are other Pokemon on your bench, this Pokemon cannot enter the field using MP move, just like Dialga. This Pokemon is not knocked out in battle. If it would be, it moves to the bench instead. Dragon Claw for 100, Spatial Rend for 130. If the battle is a tie, the battle opponent is excluded from the duel, which was hardly ever used. The Spatial Rend was hardly ever used. The Black Blur, we're kind of doing its usability mostly. That's kind of what we're going off of, like when people would use the figure, because we've had some like a figure can be rated like a E just based off it alone, but how would be used, we can move it up to like possibly a C. There was a good criteria that Hypenated came up with. I don't remember what it was at though, but
yeah, I agree with Snortuff.
What's Snortuff say? Equal to Dialga. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you can at least bypass the...
This is good in the water team, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because Feeny can throw it regardless of its ability.
Oh, true.
I mean, it's all white wheel though.
Yeah, that's the big downfall. Because yeah, you're right. With the water deck, with Tapu Fini.
And the Spatial Rend. Are there any meta things that hit for 130?
Maybe like a Aegis Slash.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
turning the
Aegis
music off for a
Slash.
second.
It's most likely chain, but
Yeah. So with Tapu Fini, with
An awkward
because if
number.
anything is not chain level the same as this thing is, it's not gonna exclude. It needs to be the exact same chain level. That
Yeah.
makes it difficult.
this thing
It's way
can.
too hard.
Yeah, it's. I think a B. Anybody else who thinks it's less or better than a B? I think it definitely hit hard. It just, like you said, pure white wheel.
Yeah, it's at least wherever Dialga is, I think.
Okay, yeah, Dialga is in B. We'll throw Palkia here. All right, I can hear you guys better now. I turned the music off. Cacnea. Okay, so Cacnea is going to be interesting here. Grass type, 2 MP. Pin Missile, the huge Pin Missile, 0 miss at level 5, and the Poison Sting. You have the utility of X Attack. You have the utility of Heracross with it. What are we thinking?
This thing is A tier.
A tier? Get out of here.
It's good in the comment hall for sure.
True.
Chain level 10, I had it. I had chain level 10 this one.
I never got it.
I didn't
I
either.
grinded the shit out of this.
Yeah, even a chain 10 at Z move only hits 40.
That's right.
But like, if you use this, how would you make this thing a god? Like, you would have. What if you did like 3 Lurantis, 2 Heracross, and this with X speeds?
Wait, 3 Laurentis?
And chain it to 10? Like, it could be scary. I would, just because of like the potential that it could have. I think throwing it in C is logical.
What else is in C?
Luxray, Sandshrew, Trico, Heracross, Meowth, Skarmory, and Wobbuffet.
Uh,
Maybe a high D. Maybe a high D. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Hype. Overrated, Tarvald says, nope, E. No way, dude. Based off Hypenated said E is like you can't do anything, but D, you have some usability.
Rico, check the chat. This is what it said.
With what I said? The 3
with
Lurantis?
Cacnea damage. With 3 Heracross and 2 Lurantis. This is what it is.
Oh, Tarvald, that's a good point. I like that.
20x plus 60 plus 45 plus 10.
That's too much. That's too much math for me.
It's easy, but whatever.
Considering you put Doduo like really high up, I think maybe Cacnea would be D.
Where'd I put Doodoo? In D? Yeah, I think Cacnea is D. I'll put Cacnea in E. Unless anybody thinks differently, we'll explore that once we get there. Let's move on.
Levels, it's an E.
Okay. Froakie. All right. Just your standard runner, starter, 3MP, dodge, bubble, E. I don't think there's anybody that disagrees with that. Is there?
Yeah.
All right. So, Froakie, E. Next, Dratini. Ooh, Dratini actually got interesting because of the freeze tail. So, Dragon type, no ability, does have the push away, 2-star purple. The battle opponent is moved to the bench and gains weight. Has level 4 miss at level 5. Dragon Rage, which is 80. And then Freeze Tail, which is 30. But if you get knocked out, they become frozen. Dratini is niche. You're right, Hype. I, just off the bat, I would say no lower than D. Obviously, I think it's definitely E, but there could be some arguments that it can go to C.
C or B?
B?
Could be. With Suicune and the evolution line. But probably C. With C+, high C tier. I mean, the push aside can evo too. Keep that in mind.
True.
The Z move is
The Z move is terrible. And honestly, like, it was really good because you could use the Freeze Tail to freeze, to do evolutions, to be next to Kyurem, it had a lot of utility actually.
Yeah, it's kind of scary to attack into because you can either get frozen or you just go back to the bench.
Yeah. What's up, Queen? This is actually maybe.
I still say B.
The argument from going from C to B, I can kind of see because of that, but I still think I'd put it in C.
I would run this over Dialga.
Fair. I think a lot of people would too. Damn.
Then it's no way it's C.
That's actually fair. Wow.
Yeah, because freeze is like ridiculously strong.
Damn. All right, so we throw in Dratini with B.
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, that's crazy. I like
it's
it.
It's only Dialga and Palkia at B, right?
No, we got Dialga, Steelix, Murkrow, Kyogre, Charizard, Palkia, and Dratini. I mean, I would run Dratini over Charizard.
And over Kyogre.
And yeah, probably Kyogre as well. This is scary. Like, we're continuing to move Dratini up. This is weird. Wow.
Yeah, some things might have to move around after we're done.
Yeah, once we get our 100, we'll kind of see what needs to be shifted around. But yeah, I like this. Okay. What did I say? Icy. Ooh, and the Icy move too. Wow. Yeah. Dratini's very interesting.
Oh, that's the wrong copy paste.
Is that for like a website or something?
Yeah, that's the wrong copy paste. I wanted to copy the S thing.
Okay. Dratini's done. Let's move on.
That's your website code, Devani.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've got the rare Eevee. During these times, Rico, I've been trying to find ways that people whom have been grateful to me or another. Have you been doing some things that are positive during that? Have I? No, Queen, I have not, actually. My alcohol consumption has gone through the roof. That's all I do all night now. I don't know what to do with my life. All right. What do we? Eevee, rare Eevee, 3 MP. Whenever this Pokemon moves from a PC to the bench, it can evolve. It's got tackle, focus, energy, so you spin again, and the damage dealt is ×2. And then quick attack, which is a gold. 4 miss at level 5. This thing, because it's
not bad.
It's not terrible. Yeah.
It destroyed me once. This thing destroyed me once when I tried to get a Victini deck going. This thing destroyed me. So
the regular rare Eevee?
Special place in my heart. Yeah, the rare one.
I would put it in a D. I don't see myself using this.
It's not a C tier, definitely.
I don't see myself using this thing
not a
over Trico, over Meowth, over Wobbuffet.
No. No.
Not even. Well, maybe over Luxray. Definitely over
Queen sent you a
Sandshrew.
message, by the way.
Who did?
Queen.
I have not seen that message. No. Okay, so wait. What are your guys' arguments for above D tier?
Did anyone say something like that?
I think D. I thought you were saying it was above D.
No, it's D.
Oh, okay. And Snortuff says C for the UX evolutions, which actually you're right. Like if you had this rare Eevee and you didn't have the UX Eevee, but for some reason you had the UX Eevee evolutions, I could see that.
Are there any people that didn't have the EX one? Because I think everyone had them.
Oh no, you're
Like,
right.
Giveaway.
You're right. Yeah.
Point giveaway.
Okay, so I'm throwing this with D. Any?
I think that's fair because I mean, like, I don't know what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Fair. It's D.
Yeah.
I'll check out that message though, Queen, when we're done. Okay, let's move on.
This one won't take long.
Yeah, this one. Where's this? We just throw this one in E, right?
Join your brother Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to enter. Simple enough.
Moles. This is moles, right? Moles.
Pinsir. Okay.
Moles and poles.
Now we do have to factor in the Mega Evolution for this one because we didn't with the Heracross. But I think this one actually just belongs wherever Heracross is, which looks like a C tier. No ability, bug type. It does has a Scissor Toss, which essentially knocked them one step back and gains weight. The Vice Grip does 110. But the thing is Guillotine. The biggest thing here is Guillotine. Everyone's going to level this thing up. It's going to be just like the Fracture. So yeah, I think C. Definitely not B. Is that right, Devani?
Yep. I agree.
I have no idea, right? Okay, so are we all in agreement that Pinsir here is C tier?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
I think-
Guillotine at least makes it better.
Chat, what does Chat think? C tier? D tier? C tier? I think C tier.
Yeah, I would definitely say C tier. All right, let's move on. We are at Feraligatr. Ooh, now this one's going to be very interesting. I know there was a lot of Japanese players who were really using Feraligatr a lot
I don't know why.
towards the end. Well, okay, let's look at them. We do have the speed booster ability, so when this Pokemon evolves, it will gain +1 MP. It's currently 1 MP. The evolution to getting it to this was fairly simple because of the Croconaw displacement, right? The scary face, is that what it was?
Mhm.
And then we have Hydro Pump 160. We have Bite 100. And to use it in water decks with Manaphy and Tapu Fini, like, it's a solid. I think it's a solid A tier. I mean, it also does have the washout. The battle opponent is knocked back 2 steps and has weight.
With a Manaphy, it has 130, 190, right?
Yeah,
And if it's evolved, 140, 140, 200. With
200.
3-star.
Yeah.
Yeah, washout's pretty good. It's
You want to look at Croconaw? Okay, yeah, let's look at Croconaw real quick. Bite, and then the scary face. That's what it was. The battle opponent is knocked 1 step back, so that's why it allowed it to evolve. So at level 10, so if it's at 28, what's it at level 10?
30,
30, 37?
37, yeah. Plus 9.
9.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for alligator is pretty good.
But it has to be evolved. It has to be. So if we're just judging it by itself, but again, see, I would judge it like how I would use it. I would use it with the crocodile.
I mean, Aquasphere also gives it.
With Corsola, this thing gets plus 1 MP too. Corsola. Anybody remember Corsola?
Yeah.
He's Corso and Golisopod.
Wait, what was the Aquasphere? That gave it, if it was next to Water Pokemon, right? It gave plus 1 MP. Yeah, I think it's.
Who's on A tier? Metagross.
Metagross, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. Is it A tier or is it high B tier? I don't know.
I'd put it B if like Ho-Oh is in A. That might just be my bias, but.
No,
yeah, I think it's
I could see
still.
B. Yeah, I don't think it's.
It's difficult.
It is kind of difficult. Hyphenated thinks it's C. Ooh, Rye thinks it's C as well.
It's not C.
All right, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping by. Okay, I'm gonna say, I think it's B, but we'll just go for what the majority is. So far we have 3 C's. That's fair, right? That's fair.
Aquasphere plus Corsola gives it 3 MP.
What was your question, Queen?
I think it's asked in Discord. Maybe
I'll check that in Discord after we're done with this. So I think the majority says C. I think it's B, but if you guys say it's C, we'll go C. So for alligator.
I mean, I think that's fair because the argument is that it relies on other stuff.
Right.
Corsola couldn't stack, but if you stack Corsola and Aquasphere, I think it should work, right? Or they don't stack?
No, I don't think so.
Well, Aquasphere and the Evolve does get it 3 MP. That should work.
Well, let me just run it with Tapu Koko, okay? Let me just do the melee wish. 3 MP. There you go, and I can move 3 figures.
But wait, Aquasphere and the Evolution does make it 3 MP. That does work.
Yeah, because Corsola
it's very
relies on
situational.
Yeah.
It's too situational.
I think C's fair. Okay, let's move on. Bag on. During these economic climates, you've been able to find ways to thank other people or people who have given thanks to you. It's been difficult to remain grounded. Not Queen. I've just been trying to keep my mind off of what's going on in the world. Like, that's all I've been trying to do.
Bacon reminds me of Reckless Gaming. Like his haircut, it looks just like Bacon's head.
I don't think we really need to discuss anything here. The highlight is the headbutt 90. It's easily, I think, a C tier, right?
C tier.
Or E tier. I'm sorry, E tier.
Yeah.
All right, later hyphenated. Okay, so we can just move on from this one. We have bag on. You belong in the E tier. Let's move on. Kabuto. Dude, we never got to see Kabutops. I'm so sad.
Restored Pokemon.
Oh, what? When did they update that? I didn't know they did that. Later, Queen. Okay, so we have Rock Water restored Pokemon. I didn't even know they switched that in here. So that's the battle armor. If the battle opponent spins an attack of 10 or more damage, they may force them to respin, but only once per turn.
So that's if they don't spin a
right
or blue.
Right. It's got to be some sort of attack value. And then Mudshot attach -1 MP marker. 0 miss at level 5 because of that, and because it has gold, and because you have the ability to respin your opponent to just like it could change the outcome. I'm putting it in D.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's from the app Blackbird. Like if you still have the Pokemon Duel app, you can do the same thing that I'm doing. Any disagreement in the chat? D is where I put it. If you guys have an argument, please let me know. As of right now, we're throwing it in D. Ooh, with X speed, that's actually, I like that. I didn't think about the X speed. It could be in a higher D tier if you include that. But regardless, I think it belongs in D. So Kabuto, you're in D. Let's move on. All right. Room matches. I don't play Tabletop Simulator. Ooh, Geodude. Where do we put Golem? I think Geodude's better than Golem. Geodude obviously is a 2 MP, not a 1 MP. It has a 3-star self-destruct, which knocks you out. 3 stars, that's pretty good. It has the roll out, which is a spinner, and rock throw 40. Because of self-destruct, I think D. Graveler better than Geodude and Golem. Graveler?
Geodude is better than Graveler.
What? Tell me, Tarvel. Tell me why. Give me the argument. You think
Shiny
D?
Graveler.
Oh my God. Okay, let's stop with that. Let's stop with that. Okay, I think Geodude D. D tier is fair. Okay. All right, I'm throwing him in D. Anybody else thinks differently? Well, Tarvel says that Graveler is. Oh no, he's just messing with me. Never mind. All right, Geodude's in D. Okay, next. What are we at? We're at
Bulbasaur.
64. We're almost there, kind of. Bulbasaur. Now, remember, I actually kind of used Bulbasaur at the beginning because it was in your default deck, right?
New ability? Yielding Seed. I didn't know that yet.
I don't even know what that is, actually, to be honest.
Your grass type and poison type Pokemon cannot be poisoned or noxious. Meh.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
That's new.
How new is this?
Pretty new.
What? Okay, I never knew this. Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, Seed Bomb. Huge miss. 3 MP, though. This one's tough. With the ability and its wheel, I kind of want to put it in D, but because the miss is so large, I think it belongs in E.
Mm-hmm. This thing is cocoa fodder.
Bulbasaur is underrated. Tell me more, Black Blur. Ooh, true, Tarvold. I like it. B, get out of here, bro. My poison deck was destroyed by that Pokemon Date. That's crazy, dude. I never knew this ability. I never knew that. Oh, true. That is true. Damn, Tarvold. All right. He's making me think.
Well, then you can also just use Beedrill if you want to miss a lot, but...
Tarvold, there's no way we're sticking this Bulbasaur with Murkrow, Kyogre, Charizard, Palkia, Dratini. You're gonna put this thing with Dratini? No.
Target is a Gen 1, we all know that. He wants this thing at B
That's
tier.
true. I agree with Hype here.
Target just Gen 1.
These Gen 1ers, right? I'm gonna throw it in D tier. Bulbasaur. So unless your name is not Tarvold and you don't think it, but you believe that it's higher than a D, let me know. Bulbasaur is so underrated in my opinion. Everybody would be like Charmander is best and Squirtle is so cool. No. It out of the figures from the Kanto starters in Pokemon Duel, I think Bulbasaur is the best.
Mm-hmm. True.
Its E ability came so late. I'm a Bulba fan. Me too. I love Bulbasaur. It's my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Well, starter. All right. Next, we are on number 65. We have... Maybe? What the heck?
Ooh,
Magnemite.
This thing is
Magnemite's
not
here.
too bad.
Magnemite's 3 MP. It's got a 2-star Thunder Wave. I remember using this a lot, I think, in the common or uncommon tournaments that we had. The fact that it has 3 MP and it has a 2-star Thunder Wave that can paralyze you and make you have a miss on your will puts it in a D for me. Tarvel says D.
As well.
Welcome back. Hero thinks it's a D as well. Bulba's better? I don't know. What? Well, actually, because of its ability, possibly. I could see that. But all right, Magnemite.
Yeah, Bulbasaur also gives, like, sleep is really nice because you can move past those figures.
True. Yeah. Yep.
It's hard to say though because it's all 1 star.
Yeah. And just that the huge miss on the Bulbasaur is. It's like you kind of have to play defensive with it because of its ability. All right, next from Magnemite we have Fennekin. It's the standard starter, nothing E. Yeah.
Darkrai.
Yeah, Darkrai is next.
Ooh, the OG. The OG EX Darkrai. I'm excited to see where this goes. All right, let's just take a look at the typing first of all. Dark. We know what Dark Z moves do. It what does it do? Like your Z move gets diminished or whatever, right? Or halved. Okay. Bad dreams. Opposing Pokemon that are asleep adjacent to this Pokemon are knocked out. Pokemon pass while moving do not count. We have Dark Void. We have Dark Leap. Dark Void the battle opponent and all opposing Pokemon adjacent to it spin. If they spin white, they fall asleep. And then they get knocked out, right? Because of its ability? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the Dark Leap, you can move this Pokemon 2 steps. You have the ability to move it, right? Like, you don't have to move it. If you do, this Pokemon gains weight.
Does that, the way it's worded, it doesn't sound like you can move over something, though, can you?
Yeah, you can.
I think you can.
Why doesn't it say leap? Leap means jump over stuff, right?
I don't know. I never used Darkrai.
I think I used it once and I landed it and I was like, oh, this is lame. Now I have to like get surrounded because like the way they had the board set up where if I leaped over, I would have got surrounded. So I did it. But I remember somebody saying like, you didn't have to do that. Like you could have ended your turn or something.
Yeah, it should be optional.
Okay.
It says you can.
Oh, yeah.
It's not mandatory.
I would put this, I don't know. This is, it's.
I think C.
C is, yeah, kind of what I'm leaning towards, but then.
It's like the same as for Alligator, basically.
That's fair. And for Alligator's better, so. Yeah, I think C.
Is for Alligator better than him?
Kind of. I think it's like a tier within a tier.
No, we shouldn't do that.
What are people are saying? What? Snortuff says it's an easy A? Explain yourself.
Snortuff has said so many things.
I use it a lot with Jigglypuff. It was a sweeper? What did Jigglypuff even do? Sing? So what are you talking about? Dude, the only way to make this thing viable would be like... you could use it with Gengar. The mushrooms.
I still think so, Tarbolt.
Darkrai is full melt here? I think C.
No, Snortuff is full melt. That's what he's saying.
You said, wait, what?
I still believe that's true. Snortuff could be full melt.
Oh.
We still don't know who full melt is, but
I'm going C tier. Darkrai. Next. Absol. Okay, rare Absol, 2 MP, dark typing, 0 miss at level 5. It does have the Parasong, Night Slash, and Razor Wind. What did Night Slash do?
Night Slash combo with Parasong is so good.
If this Pokemon's on the field...
Parasong it, and then with Night Slash you can move to the bench.
Too bad it's 70. But yeah, that
yeah.
Right.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, and the Parasong, the curse marker. I never really used this Absol.
You can use it with a Pokemon Switch.
Yeah, exactly. Switch, scoop up. It does have the ability to go into the Mega Evolution.
Showtime, what's up?
Oh, Showtime's in here. What's up, man? How are you? Dude, I saw your Instagram story. Nobody, like in Brooklyn, dude, like it's a ghost town there. It's crazy what's going on, dude. New York is getting hit pretty hard, huh? You guys are like on full lockdown. Absol was outclassed by its EX tier. Definitely Tarvel. Damn, you think it's a D hype? Actually, I might agree with that. I might agree with the D tier.
Yeah, like
because of the Mega?
The only good thing on its wheel is the Parasong, because Nightshade is Night Slash is too low damage
right.
to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's gonna get banished.
Yeah, and Parasong is like a double-edged sword, so...
True. I guess if you ran this right, like you get the Parasong and then you scoop up your Absol.
Perish then Mega was okay, that's right. If you Mega, the Perish marker goes away.
Oh, true. True, like if you get the Parasong and then you just Mega Evolution right away?
And then you just kill it. If he attacks you, you get Parasong, you Mega Evolve, and then you just...
Or that, yeah. That's
something that could be taken into consideration.
I would say like high D then, like possibly a C,
It's
but
not
like
a C tier.
no. Yeah, I think it belongs in D. What do you guys? What's the final rating, boys? D, D at best, still a D. Yeah. Okay. So I think
I'd have to put a D.
yeah, I think it belongs in D. All right. Absol goes in D.
After the Mega, it becomes pretty much useless. That's right.
Oh, true. So you have a small window with it. But Showtime, how you doing, man? Let us know. Let the people know. Drowsy, we have wow. I did not. Did Drowsy get buffed?
Yeah.
I thought Drowsy had the
Hypnosis,
biggest
yes.
miss.
Yeah, they upped the hypnosis for exchange for miss.
Dude, this thing has a 0 miss at level 5. What? I thought this thing had like a 30 miss or something like that. It did. Wow.
Drowsy is number 69.
That's crazy. Oh, really? Is that all you could think about?
Look at his face. Look at his face. Just please do it.
Okay.
Look at his face, Rico.
So, okay.
Just swap it to the figure. Look at his creepy little
Is
face.
this thing like an anteater? Like, what is this thing? What the hell is
No,
this
it looks
thing?
ugly.
Okay. What the it's 1 MP? Since when?
It was always 1.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Okay. So I was like, damn, this thing is actually not that bad. Level 5, 0 miss. Hypnosis is pretty good. But the fact that it's a 1 MP, what can you do to even make this a 2 MP besides air balloon? Nothing. Really, right?
Xerneas.
Or Xerneas.
Xerneas.
Okay, this thing belongs in E tier. I don't think anything. Anybody think
Yeah.
differently?
No.
1 MP really kills it.
Yeah.
Even outside of that, it's not amazing. So like definitely an E.
It could be good with Darkrai, but still.
It could
20
only
pieces
yeah,
is
it could
still-
only be in a good sleep deck, or not a good sleep deck, but in a sleep deck, if it had 2 MP, it'd be. I think we can move it to a D, but 2 MP or 1 MP just really hinders it. So, all right, Salamence. Okay, I remember I actually used Salamence a lot when I first
It
got
was
this
really
game.
good in the flying gym.
Yeah.
First
Oh, it was. Yeah. All right, so Dragon Flying. The Z moves are not great.
The worst
Rare.
features.
I know, exactly. So he's got the fly away. This Pokemon jumps over the battle opponent and lands on a surrounding point, so it's not as good as Fly, but it does have 1 more star than. Wait, is Fly 3 stars or 2?
Fly is 3.
3. Okay, so this is worse than Fly. And then the Dragon Breath, it's I think D. I think a D tier for me.
It has a very big 70, which was good when the game first came out. A 70 was really stable. 70 was meta, but right now 70 is eh.
Black Blur,
Yeah.
you can't do anything. This is all you can do in Pokemon Duel. If you have the app, this is all you can do is look at this. You think it's D? I don't think I would. I think I would rather run Absol over this and Magnemite. And maybe not Bulbasaur. Cacnea I would. Combi, Poliwag, Doduo.
I mean, then it would be like in the low D. I think it has like some use, so it's not an E, and it at least has the mega option as well.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Okay. Yeah, I would go D then. That makes sense. All for D. Salamence.
Yeah, a lot of chat saying D.
D. Okay. That's right, Tarvold. I did. And Showtime agrees. D. Okay. Let's move on, boys and girls. The Mareep. Mareep here. The biggest thing that sticks out is that 16 miss. T-Wave, 2-star purple, and a 2 MP Thundershock. I think this thing is I mean, the only compelling argument you can make is the Thunder Wave, but I still don't think it's high enough to go from an E to a
it's
D.
tier.
It's an E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
E tier.
All right, Mareep.
Execute.
Next we got
Yo.
Execute. Dude, why can't I move over? There we go. Dude, it's like kind of laggy on the audio. So like if I click on the wheel, it takes like
All the way to the end. This game lags.
yeah, dude. What? They still haven't fixed it. Okay. What we can look here is the only compelling argument from this thing for this thing is its typing psychic for the Z move, but it still doesn't, in my opinion, does not bring it from an E to a D. E for sure.
Yeah.
It's cute. Who is doing that?
Bonnie?
Stop. Scyther we have next. Ooh, Scyther's going to be interesting because it's an uncommon 2 MP, but it has a huge Swords Dance, 0 miss at level 5. You can put everything into the Swords Dance, but still, even if you do hit Swords Dance, what?
Max
Slash goes 100 or 120 if it's chained.
Or is evolved.
The thing is, how easily, like, it was very easy to evolve. You could easily evolve into the Scizor with the Metal Coat.
70 at max.
So I think
Chain.
that alone goes from E to a D.
Yeah, it's definitely not an E tier.
Yeah, it's just like a stepping stone for Scizor.
And the
Yeah.
Metal Coat also makes it survivable against like Lunala and stuff, right? It can be moved, right?
It made it so your damage.
Oh,
is
true.
reduced, I think.
Oh yeah, damage is reduced.
B, Showtime. Whoa. You think Scyther's a B? Tell
Have
me.
you ever seen Scyther beat the crap out of like Pokemon and stuff?
Here. So this is what we have so far at Showtime. So here's our B tier. We have Dialga, Steelix, Murkrow, Kyogre, Charizard, Palkia, and Dratini.
Showtime, this is the rare version and not the EX version.
This thing, so how we're kind of rating it, a Showtime, is just like its usability. Like, yeah, if we looked at the Scyther alone, it's like easily an E tier. But with the ability to use the plates, it can go into the D tier. But you have to remember, once you evolve the Scyther into Scizor, we're talking about Scizor now, not Scyther. This is just Scyther. Just because Scyther has the ability to evolve, we're moving it from the E tier to the D tier. Yeah.
It's max 60 times.
Okay, so
there's a
I
max
think we're
of
good with
20.
D then.
I think D is fair.
Let's go back. Next we have Goomy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. You have to factor in
Rocket Ride Cheese,
0
that's
miss at level 5, huge purple, Dragon Sphere. Like, this Pokemon, I think,
Have you
easily
ever seen the deck with Celesteela,
C tier.
Rico? With Celesteela, Rocket Ride, Goomy, and Bright Powder, or X Special
No,
Attack?
I actually haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that.
I used a Goomy with Rocket Ride and X Special Attack. So I Rocket Ride a Goomy near the goal, and then I used X Special Attack to give it a 4-star Slippery Swap.
Interesting. I never saw that.
But that was just like
I think
a time where I just wanted to be creative, but like on its own. And with Dragon Sphere, it's good.
right.
With Dragon Sphere, it can move over other figures. It had +1 MP, I think.
I think C tier minimum.
C tier.
Yeah, and like even its ability, you can kind of like stall out an opponent's figure a little bit with it.
Yep, the gooey ability.
Dragon Sphere give +1 MP.
Pokemon that battle this Pokemon gain weight. Yep.
So like if you attack, then they're stuck for that turn.
Yeah, and even if you don't get the slippery swap and you got the spit poison, the opponent's still poisoned. So like, it's yeah, I would say easily a C. I don't know if there's an argument to make it a. Well, actually, you know what? The argument to make it a B tier is it could be game defining.
It can be. It
So
can even move into the middle and do a surround in the middle with Dragon Sphere.
yeah,
And then go to the goal and then do it again.
yep. I actually think it'd be a B because of that. But then if we do that, then we might have to move Meowth from a C to a B.
I run this over Dialga all day long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would run this over Dialga. I'd run it over Steelix. I'd run it over Murkrow probably, over Kyogre, over Charizard, over Palkia.
Maybe not over Holo, but still over Kyogre. Not
Dra-
over Primal Kyogre, but over regular Kyogre.
Dratini
Yes.
possibly. All right, chat.
Without Dragon Sphere or Air Balloon, it's D or E. With Dragon Sphere and or Air Balloon, it's probably B.
I think B. Chat, let me know final ranking, and then the majority wins. Hero, what did you think? C or B?
I don't know. I have to be kind of kind of mean to it. I would put it in a C just because like it relies on stuff where like
That's fair.
other stuff in
That's
D
fair.
is
That's fair.
fine on its own.
Okay.
And if you take everything into consideration, still B or still C or then B?
Probably B.
Okay, so it looks like I think the majority here is B with Hype saying C. So I guess Gumi goes with the B. I like it. All right. We are on 75. We have Smoochum. Lick, Pound, Sweet Kiss. 3 MP, common, Sweet Kiss, the battle opponent becomes confused. Lick, if this Pokemon is knocked out, the battle opponent becomes paralyzed. So the things we have to look at here, obviously, is the status conditions from the Sweet Kiss and the Lick, which might move it from an E to a D, and because it's 3 MP, and because of the typing is Ice and Psychic, and those are pretty decent Z moves, I think that's enough of an argument to move from E to D. If you guys think otherwise, let me know. C+ from Date, wow.
I don't think that like the Psychic Z move doesn't matter because you'll get KO'd most likely, but with Ice you can at least still get a freeze off.
True. I totally forgot the Psychic Z move is going to do a maximum of 40 damage. Well, 60 if you chain the Lick, but
I would put it D.
D? Yeah, I think D too, but looks like Date, Rai, Hype, and Snortov think it's an E. Devani, where you at?
I mean, it's kind of ugly
E.
too.
It is. You're right. We got to take a look at the design. The Smoochum ain't the cutest thing. It looks kind of weird, you know. All right. Looks like the consensus is E. We'll put it in
I mean,
E.
that's fair too, for
Yep.
sure.
All right. Next
Next one is C tier. Spearow.
Yeah.
Easy.
E tier.
That
He's
was my
actually
name.
good.
That was
Spearow
my
is
name in the beginning.
really good.
Wait, what'd you say, Hero?
Did you know it used to be a 3 MP when it first released?
Did
When
it?
it was in Japan, it was a 3 MP. It was nerfed to a 2 MP.
Really?
I don't know if you guys
definitely
know
true.
that, but it was a 3 MP at the very first start. Like the first 2 months, it was a 3 MP.
I didn't know that. I thought it was always a 2 MP.
No, I saw
Yeah.
something on Twitter that it was moved to a 2 MP. I was like looking at Pokemon Duel Twitter, and I was like scrolling up all the way to the top, and then I saw it. I was like, wait, this thing was 3 MP? That was so broken.
Dude, this thing, yeah, the chat is saying that they remember being 3 MP. I think, I don't know, the wheel, obviously the most thing we have to take away here is the 36 miss. That is not appealing. But if you get the thing to level 10 with Fly Away, I mean, it could be a little cheesy. There could be a little niche there.
Yeah, it was really good like at the beginning of the game because it was like one of the few figures that could actually move around with a move.
Yeah.
But like after that, then it just sort of became like not worth
Whoa,
it.
check this page, Rico. Check this page in the Pokemon Duel Discord. On Cerebi, it still says 3 MP.
Does it?
Look at the Discord.
Derby didn't update for a long time.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. Okay.
See 3 MP?
I'll go with D. If you guys, yeah, exactly what Hype was saying. D for mobility. I think I'll go with that. I don't know, but then it's like 50-50 essentially. It's like either you miss or get KO'd, or you get to survive and move to. I mean, you could move to like a good, like a threatening position on the board. This one's tough for me. It's either a high E or a low D, and because I think it could be a high E, I think I'll just throw it in D.
Yeah, because it was like really good at one point and then just really bad for the rest of the game. So
True.
It's hard to
I'll look the tweet up, by the way.
Ooh, Gabite is next. Okay, so Gabite has the Sandvale ability. Now we are going to have to factor in, like, this thing is, you have to factor in evolving into Garchomp, how easy it is because of its Z move, the ground Z move.
Yeah.
The Sandvale, we know what Sandvale does. Sand attack, Dragon Claw hits for 120, and Slash hits for 90. Easy to evolve. This is easily, I would say, this is probably B tier.
I think
Yeah.
it's at least B.
Yeah, B minimum. Let's see what we got here. A. Wow, Snore is saying A. Hype is saying A. I mean, you're right. Tectonic Rage and Sandvale, that's... If you don't know how to trap this thing, you're going to get rolled by it. So, I don't know.
Like with Air Balloon, it's hard to deal with.
True. You know what? That actually might be why we move it to A, is because of the Air Balloon. That's true. I was going to say a solid B, but, like, yeah, this thing is stupid annoying.
With Air Balloon, you can always saved her goal, no matter what.
Yeah.
He just hopped right back. I used that strategy, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of using it. It was so bad.
Devani, I don't
Yeah.
think you're ashamed of using any gimmick strategies. What are you talking about?
Yes, I was. I essentially apology for anyone that I played against
It's
this.
whatever.
Yeah, I think
If
it
you don't
has
wanna
like
believe
way
it,
too
it's
many
fine.
things going for it.
Yeah. So,
The
okay.
Z move, the ability, air balloon, and just Garchomp being busted in the end.
Huge threat. Yeah, I
Garchomp
think
was
it's enough.
busted.
That's enough to say A tier. If anybody has any other arguments
A tier.
going to S tier or below, please let me know. But I think we'll go
No, it's
with
not
A
S.
tier. Damn, that's crazy. Goodbye has been in the game since day one, and when the game ended, it was in an A tier. That's crazy. All right, we are at number 78, Dedenne. 3MP. The only thing we can look at here is the nuzzle, the paralysis. But is that enough to move from E to a D?
It has
Fairy Z
Fairy
move.
Z
Has this
but
Fairy Z move?
I think it's still an E.
I do too. I mean, what do you do here? The no ability, you paralyze something by getting KO'd, but then you can also just land tackle and nothing happens at all. So, yeah, I think it's still an E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Halucha. Yo.
Halucha? Do we have Halucha? Okay, so Halucha, let's look at the ability, the high flying. What the hell is this? This Pokemon, oh, wait, this was the first Pokemon that can attack from range. Nobody ever used it. This Pokemon can attack Pokemon that are 2 steps away, provided that there is a Pokemon between them. While it does, this Pokemon's attack have range 2. Flying and fighting. Fighting Z move was what? The cracked marker. Press if the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out. So is this Pokemon? Ew. And the huge miss. I think it's an E.
Wheel is awful.
I think it's an E. I don't think we have to. There's no.
Yeah, like if it didn't have the restriction on its range 2, because like range 2 is busted.
Yeah.
Its wheel is awful, and the restriction on it, I think it's still an E.
Easily. Yep. Could be less than an E. All right, Halucha, we got E tier. Let's see what else. Full melt tier. E, Halucha requires a figure to be sandwiched. Oh, that's true. That's what you're saying. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that. Huh. And that large miss. Okay, that was pretty easy. We are now at Groudon. Okay, I remember when we had the gym. It was the ground gym. And we need, what was it, 30 wins to get the figure? Or was it like 60? Do any of you guys remember when they had like 200 wins to get something? Like the first gyms, there were like 200 plus wins to get like whatever the prizes were. But this Groudon I pulled before I even got my 30 wins, which was funny.
Wasn't it at 15, or did they change that at some point?
I thought it
Because I thought
was.
the figure was 15 and the trophy was at 30.
Oh yeah. That's how they changed it. But like before that, dude, it was like in the hundreds.
Yikes.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude. I don't know how anybody grinded it. It was crazy. But okay, so let's talk about this. It is a 2 MP because it used to be a 1 MP. I'm pretty sure, right? It does have the Primal Rage, which is the same as a Kyogre. This thing, the only argument we have from this thing being rated higher than its counterpart being the Kyogre is its typing for the Z move, the ground Z move.
Yeah, its wheel is just worse though.
Yeah, so I still think it just belongs where Kyogre is, which is B. Actually, it might even be lower.
It's not B.
Yeah, you're right. It's actually, well, dude, I don't know. Just the Z move alone like makes me. But other than that, yeah, there's really nothing it can do. So yeah, it's probably C. What's the chat saying?
Some said C.
C. Otherwise, it could be D. Takes on a rage, makes it a C. Oh, okay, see what you're saying. Damn, you would put it with D? There's no way. You're gonna put it with Mightyena, Bayleaf, C. Emolga. But then again, it is a pure white wheel, so okay. Because yeah, I would probably run Absol over it.
Yeah, because the Z move is just like you have to wait to get it.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you rather use something other than Groudon? Like you would rather just have Gabite using Tectonic Rage?
Fair. Yep, that's true. That's true. Okay. So then, yeah, this belongs in the. Damn,
C tier.
you're right. I would totally say a D, but because of the Z move a C, dude. I don't know. Maybe a high D.
Yeah, I mean it has decent damage compared to everything else in this list too.
Yeah. So what are we agreeing on then? Is it D or is it C? What are you thinking, Hero?
I'd put C.
C. Devani.
C.
C. And then chat. It looks like the most of the chat says C. So all right, we'll go C. Groudon. Whoa. Groudon is in the C tier. Date says C. All right, we are at number 81. Oh, dude, rip to Nidoking, dude. I'm so sad we never got to see Nidoking. All right, so we got the Poison Z move, which, what did that even do? Oh, you had to spin it, right? Everybody spun. If they spun white, they become poison. Was that it?
You can read the Z move, Rico, if you click the icon.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. All opposing Pokemon still spin. Those others spin white. Okay, cool. Poison Sting, Poison Cake, 2 MP, large miss. It's an E. I don't think anything.
Yeah.
It's an E. Sorry, Nidoran. E for sure. Trash. Yep. Moving on. Fetchling. Fetchling. Unfortunately, the Fetchling did not get the, what was it, Glail Wings or whatever?
Gale Wings.
Like the Talonflame and, what's Talonflame's, what's the middle form called? Fletchinder, which also did get the Glail Wings, so. Okay. I don't think we really need to talk about this. Acrobatics, if the battle opponent is knocked out, this Pokemon takes 1 step back. This Pokemon gains weight. Easy E tier, right? No discussion?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this next one is Esper. Now, this is where the combination with the Teeter Dance came into play. Like, as you guys can see, this figure, the next one, Esper, if it's confused, check it out. Look at the wheel if it's confused.
So it just hits psychic power.
When you're ready, yeah.
I just love how
You see
small
it?
the text is on the purple wheel.
I know. So, okay, so
This thing with Teeter Dance was so good.
the battle opponent is moved to the bench and gains weight. The battle... Oh, that's actually okay. But at the same time... Well, okay. I can see that. It's a good strategy. Unless it hits the psychic power on the left, then you roll a miss. Interesting strategy, though. Okay. So I guess if you use it that way, the battle opponent moves to the bench and gains weight. I think that could move it from an E to a D. So if you pair it with, who was it? The S, or not the Esper, but the Spinda.
Or is it Spinda or Spidna? I think it's Spinda.
Spinda.
Yeah.
But like Snortup's saying, it does require a setup.
Yeah, and like, how often are you going to use Spinda outside of just a common duel?
True. Cause like what would you use, Devani? So you would say you led Milotic, right? Milotic, you can get the confuse off. You can confuse your Esper, and then Esper can, I guess, go attack up the left side.
Special attack. With give +2 star to it.
Okay, so if you use the X special attack and you land Scratch, it's going to shift to the Psychic Power, which is only 1 star, though. It's only 1 star. If you land the Psychic Power on the right side, then it would shift to your Scratch, which is X speed, which would give Dawnwings a hard time. But yeah, I think the setup is just too much. I still think it's an E tier.
Yeah, I'd say E. That is really cool, though. I didn't know about that.
I didn't either. E's for Esper. I like it. All right. Next, we have Beedrill. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. So Beedrill, Bug Poison. We know what those Z moves are. The Pin Missile, Spinner. Run it with Heracross. But, hold on. How did people run this with the Mega Beedrill? They ran... What did they do? They ran it with like Seismitoad, right? Seismitoad to poison things. Just because of the potential of, if there is a Mega Beedrill on the field, then the misses become toxic, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of that, because of X speed that you can run with it, I want to say high D, maybe C.
I think it's D.
It's at least D.
It's at least a D.
I would put it C.
D, D. All right, chat. What are we thinking here for B drill? Everything that we just considered. D, C minus.
Because I mean, like Mega Beedrill makes it better for sure, but Mega Beedrill itself wasn't really that meta.
Yeah, it was actually hard to use because like you had to poison the mons right before you even did the Mega Beedrill, and then when you Mega Beedrill, you most likely had to DC so you can land the purple to exclude them, but they had to be noxious, not just poisoned, right? They had to be noxious.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, so you'd have to have Seismitoad. You'd have to have because that just poisons. Wait, who not? No, you'd have to have the Naganadel, right?
Naganadel only does poison as well.
Oh, who did noxious? I thought someone did noxious.
I don't think anyone did like auto noxious though.
Okay. Yeah, I would. I want to ask Date, the poison master. He says C. I would put it in D. If you guys say C.
I mean, it is also 3 MP. Like that's kind
True.
of nice.
That's true. That's also true. What Hype says, like after the mega ends, like what are you gonna do?
This thing then had a purple, and people use X accuracy to always get a 40 damage. That was funny, but right now, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna throw this thing in D because, like, I think it's D. Hype thinks it's D. Tarvold and Showtime say C minus. If we're gonna go C minus, I'm just gonna round down to D.
Still not good.
I guess I don't know. It could be detrimental because if you did exclude things with Mega Beedrill, but that's Mega Beedrill. This is Beedrill. That's boom. That's enough for me. We'll just put it in D. Beedrill. All right. Ladybug. Ladybug. With the swarm ability. Oh man, I'm sure you guys remember this. Yeah. So swarm at the start of your turn instead of an MP move. This Pokemon may move one of your Ladybug or Ladian on the field next to itself. If opposing Pokemon do not occupy all your entry points, you may move one of your Ladybug or Ladian on the bench next to this Pokemon. In either case, your turn ends. So we have Tackle, Light Screen, and Double Edge. This thing, just because I know what it can do.
It was fun.
Yeah, fun. I would easily say. Well, but then again, you have to run it with multiple.
Yeah, but then still, it's good.
If you only had it by itself, like it's in easy, maybe D tier. But when you have other things.
I think even with the other ones, it's still D because like I ran it for a long time. Or not a long time, but a little while.
Can I just say that this deck in the bug gym with the +1 MP was freaking disgusting?
Yeah, that's pretty. Pretty
true.
Because like the only good thing on its wheel is Double Edge.
Right.
Yep.
Like that's
for
it.
Stalling to make it even more annoying.
Rye loved it. Okay, so it looks like D is the consensus. Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, like in terms of how cool it is, I think it's like a B. But yeah, just wait a minute.
Did you just really said
B for the Ladybug.
That's not what I was going for, but yeah.
I mean, that's what it's meant to be.
All right. Ladybug's good. We throw that with the D. Let's move on to the Rhyhorn. Now, Rhyhorn did get the Reckless Charge ability, which was actually really good towards the end because Rhydon got it and the Rhyperior got it. This Pokemon can MP move to 2 steps in a straight line. Or no, the Rhyperior was it able to move 2 MP off the bench?
I think Rhyhorn always had this.
I don't know.
Or Rhydon got a better version.
Wait, someone know if you can also use this ability when you deployed it? Like, if you would deploy it on the right or the left lane, can you do 2 steps?
Yes, you can.
Outside lane.
Yeah.
And then you can do 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hyper Takedown. If the battle opponent is knocked out, this Pokemon claims its previous spot and gains weight.
That's cheese.
I didn't know that.
But it's 90 damage.
Yeah, it's 90 damage and it's really low. Big miss, stomp, 1 MP. Just because of its ability,
I mean, the gravity move makes it able to evolve easily. That's true.
Yeah.
You gotta give it that.
So D?
D.
Think
For
D?
the easy evolution, D.
Is it easy evolution though?
Yeah, a Z move.
Oh, true.
Yeah, only with the Z move.
True. You're right. Okay, because of that, yeah, easy D. Right.
Torchic, easy E, move on. Let's move on to number 88.
Moving on, Torchic. Oh yeah, easy. Torchic, you're right. Sorry, Torchic. You fire. Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, what's its ability? Any grass type Pokemon or bug type Pokemon that battle this Pokemon will become burned? Hold up. Let's look at that for a second.
That's just like a worse than Houndour, because Houndour does anything.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true. Just upon attack. So yeah, I still think it's E. Torchic. Ooh, we almost there. We are almost there. Let's go to number 88. We have Mink. We never saw Primeape?
Nope.
Damn. All right, so Mankey fighting T. What does Tease do? I have
Tease
no
is
idea.
good. Tease is switches with the battle opponent.
Wait, switches the battle opponent with a neighboring opponent?
It's like fake out. It's fake out.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's only the battle opponent with another opponent.
Already at 80%.
What was that, Hero?
You
Oh,
switch
wait,
a battle
really?
opponent with another opponent.
Oh, no, I really
Oh, okay,
apologize
okay.
for someone
Yeah,
who
it's not
played on
fake out.
tabletop
Becomes
later,
confused.
And I
It's
used
3
Mankey against him,
MP.
and I switched with his goalie. I thought it worked like that, and I said GG.
And it didn't work.
Like that, so
So, what do you think? I think a solid E still. Like, yeah.
Easy.
The Tease is
Yeah.
not enough. The 1-star,
I mean,
yeah.
like that's interesting, but it doesn't really do much.
Yeah. Like, yeah, what does that do? All right, we are at 89. Ooh, Zangoose. We have a
Mankey.
Sorzance.
Rank E.
Kind of like Scyther, right?
Scyther.
So I think this belongs with Scyther, even with the dodge.
Same tier.
Yeah, poison can't be poison noxious. I mean, it can hit for 180, but it's very unlikely.
180.
Where did we put Scyther? We put Scyther.
I think we put it on ED tier.
Yeah, we put it in D tier.
Not what I wanted to do.
So because of the sheer, yeah, I guess because it has the ability to hit for 180, then yeah, we can. I think that's fair.
It also has 180Z move.
Ooh, Vulpix.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Or 200 at chain 10.
Oh, nice. Yep,
Yeah,
that's fair.
200Z move.
Weedle. Okay, we're not even gonna talk about it. With the 1 MP, yeah. Weedle, safe to say, you belong in the E tier. Drapion. Okay, 2-star purple, diffuse poison. When this Pokemon is on the field, all poison Pokemon will do further negative 20 damage. This effect does not stack.
So it does not work with the Crobat at the same time.
Wait,
Oh,
is
okay,
it the
okay.
same ability name?
Sorry if you hear someone in the
It is.
background. My cousin's
I don't
playing
know.
Duel.
Okay.
It is.
We have the Venom Whip. One Pokemon within 2 steps becomes noxious, and the Noxious Fang.
That's
If this
good.
Pokemon is knocked out, the Battle Pump becomes noxious. So this is what you would kind of want to use when it comes to with Beedrill. What do you think? D tier? Let's see. What's in C tier? Yeah, I wouldn't run this with. I would run Trico over this. I would run Meowth over this.
You run Trico over this?
In a grass deck, yes.
Yeah, in the grass deck, yes.
But I don't think I would run this over for Alligator
No.
or Darkrai or Groudon.
I think it's D.
D.
honestly.
I think it's a D tier. What do we think
Yeah.
in chat? D for utility and Poison X. D from Date. Date is the poison expert, so this thing belongs in D.
Pachirichu. Oh no. Run away.
Yeah. How do you pair?
This thing was annoying.
How do you even say this?
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu. Pachirisu.
Yeah, Pachirichu.
Pachirisu is so cute.
Run away. When this Pokemon is attacked, it can move to the bench. If it does, it gains weight. 3 M. Still E?
It's
Yeah.
too bad it's not fairy. Like that would have helped it at least.
Oh, true. True.
Yeah, I think it's still E. Like Runaway is cool, but it doesn't do much. Not that I can think
Is
of.
it a D,
Wait.
Tarble? Is it a D?
Wait,
Really?
Tarvold, explain
No,
it.
it's
Explain it.
purple.
Wimpod Fun combo? So wait, what do you do? So if they attack Wimpod, do you
Oh.
switch with that? Wait, how does that work?
Interesting.
But Wimpod could be used with anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Wimpod would switch and then no battle would happen, and then I guess Pachirisu is just on the field. I mean, I don't know what it does after that though.
Yeah, because when it's attacked, it can move to the bench. If it does, it gains weight. It doesn't have any defining damage.
I remember using Wimpod with Zoroark, so you can choose if you want to activate the wind pod ability to switch it in without the attack, or the Zork ability to switch it in with the attack. That was really cool.
Yeah, Tarbold said
You
you
can
can
choose.
constantly block. So yeah, that's true. Basically, like no attack would ever happen.
That's a disgusting strategy, but we'll give it.
That alone will give it the benefit from an E to a D. Yeah, Hyphenate, we're just doing the first 100 in this stream, which we're 8 away. So D tier, that's a good compelling argument. Because of that, I will move that to a D tier.
It's like a free scoop up.
Yeah.
Was that a whooper I saw? It was.
A whooper?
Yeah, I'm playing on my
Okay.
new account I just made, trying to get a baby.
Venusaur. Okay. We have Venusaur. We have the EX Venusaur, Chemical Pollen. When this Pokemon is on the field, all poison and noxious Pokemon have -1 MP. The effect does not stack. We have a Sleep Powder and a 150 Solar Beam. Now, when people ran Venusaur, I mean, they obviously ran it with a Coco. They ran it in Poison decks. This thing has a lot of utility. What are its downfalls?
1 MP.
The Protect has helped. I've seen in situations before. It also has the Mega Venusaur ability to where, what was its ability? Where it moves, soft banish.
Yeah, if it moves over something, it's
Kokosar.
banished.
Stack of
Yeah,
poison
Kokosar
Pokemon.
was
Venusaur.
really
They tell us. Yeah, Date. I need your grade here. People are saying A,
Screw my life.
standalone B with setup, B plus. B sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's a B.
Solid B. Ooh, Grass Sphere. Got to factor in Grass Sphere and Dawnwings.
Mhm.
When you forget GMX Pikachu only has 1 attack and it's a normal attack and you fight a Ghastly.
You're not hitting the Ghastly with a normal.
Yeah, I know.
B tier. All right, so is that the consensus? Tarvel says A plus. I honestly think with everything that it can do,
It could be A.
I think it could be A.
That did nothing.
It is really good. I think its only weakness is 1 MP, honestly.
True.
If this thing was 2 MP, it will be used a lot.
Yeah, this thing.
Sleep Powder, so good.
You can use this thing as your goalie. You could be defensive with it to set up your poison deck, but then you can also be offensive with it with Omega and Tabu Koko. So it's I'm gonna say A.
It's definitely A.
Devani says A. Hero, what do you say?
It's just because I know how to use it with Coco and it was so good with A.
Yeah, it's hard. I want to say B, but I think it might be an A.
A. Okay, and then chat, let me know final rating.
Josan, what do you think?
The thing is, I don't know. To use it offensively, it would have to be the Mega, though. It would have to be the Mega.
I mean, 150 is really good damage.
It is, but then the Sleep Powder's only 1 star. Purple. Agree with Rye,
If
but I think
it
it
could
is good
evolve
support.
easily, then that would be nice, but Ivysaur is kind of bad.
True. I actually
Rye.
think.
B then, because Rye says
Yeah,
A should
I
be
think
reserved
B.
to become a hero support.
I think with Venusaur being support for your poison deck, B. Offensive Mega Venusaur, if it was considered one figure, then it would be A. But yeah, I think B's good.
Yeah. I like that.
Survivor.
All right. Next, we have number 94, which is Survivor, who has, okay.
Terrakion Light.
Oh, yeah. Rapid Approach. All the blue attacks of this Pokemon's battle opponents become misses. That's really nice. 0 miss at level 5. Poison Tail, which causes you status. Knocked out of the battle is poisoned. And the Toxic Fluid. The battle opponent becomes noxious. So because of its Rapid Approach ability alone, that just automatically puts you in, I would say, D.
It's very funny that the devs are telling you to level up the rep.
Rush this Dave.
One rep is 16 and the other rep is 12. So it needs exactly 4 to be tied with the other rep. So they're telling you to level up the rep, which is really funny.
That is interesting. Yeah, I think I would say D tier. I don't think anything wants me to put it in C tier. What is D? Looks like everybody thinks D. Okay, we'll put it in the D tier. What?
Show him Aries.
You show Stop it. Survivor.
What do you have to say?
Huh, bud?
I caught the Ghastly. Let's go.
All right, 95. We got 5 more after this. Let's go. No, we don't even need to talk about Piplup C tier. Or not C tier, E tier. I'm sorry. Although he might get points for cuteness because that thing is pretty damn cute. But Oshawott cuter. So we'll go E tier for Piplup, unless anybody has anything else to say. It's got no ability, and the attacks don't do anything. So
It's
that's
like one of the worst starters. Too.
Cassie, you're definitely
Yep.
part of
Starter
my team,
game.
dude.
oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting, boys. We got Mewtwo. Here. So Mewtwo, psychic typing, Z move. Think about that. Yo, how in the world does Mewtwo not have an ability? We out here with Bayleaf in the D tier, and that thing got an ability, but Mew don't got no ability? Mewtwo, I mean? What's going on here? All right. We have the Psycho Shove. We know what Psycho Shove does. It just pushes them all the way back. The battle opponent is knocked back as far as possible in a straight line. Any Pokemon it collides with are also knocked back. All effective Pokemon gain weight. Annihilate, which is pretty cheesy. If you saw my last Pokemon Duel match I ever played was against Pokefodder, and I air ballooned first with Mewtwo. He countered me, and then I put something in between us, and then I swap spot, attacked to the left side of his figure, and landed Annihilate, which gave me the win. That was the last match I ever played with it. And then Psycho Cut, which was 70, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was 70, so now it's 100, so it can hit for a maximum of 150. And it has the potential to evolve into Mewtwo Y or Mewtwo X. I think,
It's an A.
I want to say A, yeah, just because of its mobility, what it can do, its
Seedot.
possibility to hit Mega. I would say A tier, because of his purple and his blue. Anybody think otherwise? Let me know. Let's see. Great utility, great Mega, 3MP Mega, A plus, A tier, easy A, winning potential, yes, A minus A. Okay, so it looks like it's a solid A.
Yeah, the only problem with it is just that its wheel is kind of doing a little bit of everything, but that's kind of a good thing too.
I think, yeah, I can see that. The multifunction, that's, you guys know how I feel about multifunction wheels. For me, I think the Psycho Cut shouldn't be like a spin. I think it should just be a solid 150. If it's a solid 150,
If it was 150, then it would be way better.
yeah.
I mean, it's still all right. Like I mostly just use it for Psychic Shove.
True, yeah.
But, like the damage was good too.
Okay. I think that's good. Mewtwo, A tier. Looks like we all agreed there. Let's go 97. We have Wheezing. All right. No ability. Damn, that sucks. Poison Gas and the Sludge Bomb. So this thing can cause status condition. Only can get you to be poisoned. 2 MP. 2-star purple for survivability. Poison. Z move doesn't really do much. Just because of the fact that it can cause some hindrance towards the opponent in terms of status, that makes me want to put it in D. Because E is kind of like useless, right? Like E doesn't really do anything. I would say D. That's my thought.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, I
It's
don't
good.
think anything else has Sludge
this thing is
Bomb.
really good in a Venusaur minus 1 MP deck. Because
Wait.
you can poison like 3 or 4 figures.
Easy D
You get
tier.
all minus 1 MP.
Wait, Hero, did you say this is the only thing that had Sludge Bomb?
Maybe?
I think it is.
I don't remember anything else that has it.
Okay, so Wheezing will throw in, yeah, easy D tier. All right, Goodra. Okay, definitely not as good as Goomy.
Tarfold says Wheezing good with Bulbasaur deck. Protect your own figures to become poisoned and poison everything else.
It's kind
That's
of
funny.
nice.
Ooh,
It also pairs
true.
with Shaman Sky, because with the Seed Flare, it does extra damage with poison figures.
True.
Ooh,
I don't think that's enough to move it to a C though.
No,
no.
it's just a nice combo. I
Right.
guess.
All right, so we have Goodra, the Slime Barrier. This Pokemon negates status effects for your opponent's white's attacks. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay, so this thing can't be status by white attacks. The only thing we really need to look at here is the... Oh, shit. Nothing, actually. Muddy Water. I thought it had Slippery Swap. Okay, so yeah, this thing is a rare. It's a Goodra. It doesn't really... It has a 30 Flail. Muddy Water. The battle opponent and one neighbor or Pokemon directly behind it are knocked back 1 step and gain weight. This is a solid... This is borderline E tier, but I think D.
It's D. Because of the muddy water, it saves it.
Yeah. Is
Nice
Muddy
rare.
Water enough to push Goodra to... Yeah, I think so, D. I'd say D.
And the thing is like, this is something you would pull from a quad, and that would be your one rare.
Right? Oh my
Oh,
god, you're right.
Bad.
Yeah, high E, D minus definitely. Yeah, it is really
Yeah.
close to being really close. All right, yeah. So we'll rank these last two, and then we'll look at what we did so far and see if anybody needs to be changed. So, all right, we are on the how do you say this? Giraffe rig. Normal psychic. Okay, so we have to consider the psychics they move pretty good. Stomp, trash, magic coat. If the battle opponent's attack would inflict a marker or a special condition on this Pokemon, the effect is instead inflicted on the opponent. Okay. So, like, if you try to status it, you would be status instead. This goes for markers, too? So, like, curse markers and stuff like that?
Ooh.
Yeah, only from attacks though.
Oh, okay.
So not
So, like,
spirit.
Stomp, crunch. Is that enough to push it to an E tier? Or, I mean, a D tier?
No.
I mean, it has decent survivability, I guess.
True.
Not against golden attackers, but still.
Yeah.
You
And,
like
the Z
Giraffe
moves
rig?
are decent.
It's E. It's
E-
E plus.
E plus?
Upper E. Upper E.
E.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
High
it's
E,
high
low
E, low D, yeah. All right, we'll just leave it. It looks like most people are saying E. All right.
I don't see any use for this. It's not. You cannot even put this in the deck and adapt to it. There is no use for this thing. Absolutely none.
True. Like, yeah, like, what do you, like, you can't even, like, set it up. You can't, it's really just, like, what does it do?
You can't even spotlight it. There's no way to spotlight this thing.
It just stalls and, like, hopefully tries to reverse status. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything. But, all right, last figure. It is Butterfree.
Butterfree.
Compound Eyes. Okay, if this Pokemon has evolved and its attack lands a miss, it will shift an attack next to it. Instead, problem is it's super hard to evolve.
That can do struggle.
There was a
If you get this is the only figure that can do struggle. If your side beam is bigger than your and you get paralyzed, your starting power becomes a miss. And if you have
right.
Days by Zoro, you get all miss, and then you shift it to miss and to miss and to miss, and you get struggle. That's the only figure that knows struggle.
I've seen other figures use struggle.
Fact.
Ever since we got the
Purple Z move.
yeah, once we got the what was it, the Aerodactyl that caused it by taunt, was it?
Oh.
Yeah, because taunt makes purple Z moves just rotate.
Just
endlessly.
rotate, yeah. Okay, so we have that
Yeah, that's
ability.
right.
It's hard to evolve this thing, but it was possible. It has the startling power, which the battle opponent either becomes poisoned, paralyzed, or falls asleep. It's a 1-star purple. Would be a 2-star if you evolve it. Psybeam, which causes confusion. I still think it's
D tier.
It's cool, but like the evolution is just like
yeah.
You
Metapod.
really don't want Metapod.
Metapod.
I still don't think it's I don't think this is enough to move it from an E to a D, but what do you guys think? Let me know. I think E tier. Devani, what do you think?
This is a tough one. I think D tier.
D-
You can also evolve Metapod with the bug energy.
Oh, actually, and you could evolve it with the what was it the Born Suite?
No, the plate.
Sweet Serena.
No, Born Suite. You land the whatever the purple was. You can evolve. Oh, actually, you know what?
What was the bug energy plate that evolved the bug Pokemon?
Molting energy.
Molting energy. Yeah.
That was it.
Hero, what do you think? E or D?
I put it D. Just
I
because,
think-
like it's got some cool stuff it could do potentially.
Yeah, I think D as well. I think we're gonna go with yeah, I think we'll go with D. Butterfree.
All right, that's 100.
All right, that is the 100. Let's take a look at them.
It took so long.
I know. I don't know how do I make this? There we go.
I think it's fair.
Okay, we'll do this. Okay, so this is what we have so far.
Do an enter as Smooshing. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
So we have nothing in S tier. Nothing in S tier whatsoever. A tier, we have the Metagross, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Gabite, and Mewtwo. Let's just look at what's below that real quick to see if anything belongs in the A tier.
Whatever you do, first save this file.
Oh,
Control S.
yeah,
You didn't save this
yeah,
file yet.
yes, sir.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Okay.
Now he did.
So now we have a baseline of what we think A tier looks like. Now let's just see if B tier, anything in B tier deserves to be in the A tier. We have Dialga, I don't think so. Steelix, I don't think so. Murkrow,
No.
I don't think so. Kyogre, I don't think so. Charizard you could make arguments for it, with X speeds, with the ability to go into Mega Charizard. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you not. Palkia, I don't think so. Dratini, no. Gumi,
Maybe.
possibly. Gumi, possibly. Because it could be game defining. And then Venusaur.
No.
Uh,
Venusaur could be.
well, if it's a Mega Venusaur, if you utilize to Mega Venusaur, then
No,
yes.
even without.
You
With
think
the
so?
ability to get -1 AP on all poison things, you can get away.
True. True. Hero, what do you think? Do you think anything in B needs to go to A?
Venusaur needs to go to A. It's definitely better than Steelix and Dialga.
Chat, do
I
you
think-
feel the
I
same?
think
Do you think Venusaur goes to A?
Especially if we have Metagross in A, I think Venusaur is at least on par with Metagross.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Daytay thinks it should be A tier as well. Yeah, because that is a big reason why I did put Metagross in A tier, was because the ability to go into Mega Metagross and go through figures. So, okay, I'm fine with that. We can move Venusaur.
Move Steelix down, says Starvold. Move Steelix down. Good argument.
What?
Yeah, Steelix could probably go down.
Yeah,
Yep.
to C. Yeah.
Yep. Good argument.
Steelix. All right, so let's move Steelix.
No, Luigi.
Oh, Hyphenated says Venusaur is B is correct.
No.
Give us the argument, Hyphenated.
I
Give
think
us.
it goes either way.
Dialga and B is a question. But then Palkia should move to Spooks.
Yeah, if Dialga and Palkia move to C, or yeah, if one moves to C, the other should move to C as
And
well.
it's the same as Trico, which doesn't make sense.
Rai thinks that Murkrow. Wait, Dratini, Steelix, Murkrow, high C. Okay, so if they're a high C. Hold on, you said Murkrow, Steelix. Oh, Murkrow high C. Okay, Dratini.
It's hard to tell because of like what we're basing it on. Because is it on the last meta or overall? I know you said overall, but
Last meta.
Yeah. No, you're right. We don't really have like a definitive baseline that we're going off, because a lot of them are situational.
I think in general everything is sort of in the right place, but like some things can move up and down.
Yeah, some things could be interchangeable. Okay. I think there is a distinction between the what we have in B tier and what we have in C tier. So the question here is there anybody in D tier that belongs in C tier? Because I think the only argument you can make from C tier going to B tier would be like,
Nothing.
yeah, everything is.
Trico could move to D, but that's
I think Trico could move to B if it
to
had
D.
to D. I don't know, dude. Because think about it. When did people use Trico? They used Trico with the grass egg. So it doesn't even matter if your entry points are taken unless you had a ghost Pokemon take the entry points. And the first attack was always X speed. So you had an entire gold wheel hitting for over 100 damage with the damage plus from the Lurantis.
Why no one on S tier? Gabite could be on S tier.
Yeah, Gabite.
That's
could be
actually
anything
that's
that we
actually a
consider.
possibility.
With the air balloon? Yes.
Wait, you said move Dialga to C tier?
Thank you, Tarvel. Trico is borderline D.
Yeah, I don't know that Trico is like really highly rated. It's good, definitely.
Damn. All right. So you guys think Trico? You think Trico belongs with like Mightyena, Bayleaf, C Dot, Aeron?
I kind of like it in C, but it's sort of like lower C for me.
All right, we'll keep it.
Okay. Okay. So I think we're good with A. I think we're good with B, for the most part. C.
Luxray? Really? C?
Yeah, I think.
We put it there because
Luxray?
it had gold and freeze.
Yeah, because I had golden status.
I mean, it's definitely not like a really good figure though.
Wait, but
It
where
should.
is Dratini?
Dratini's in B.
It's in B.
That's fair.
Luxray
Luxray
could probably be D.
Luxray can be D.
D or
Okay.
C.
I don't know. I don't think Luxray is just something you want to attack into. But then again, if you just Z move into it, no, you'll still be status. Like, yeah, that's why we put it to C.
So it's on par with Magnemite and Salamence. It might be a little bit better than that, but still.
Wait, what are we talking about, Hyphenate? It has. Are we talking about Luxray?
Pigro?
All right. So if you guys want to move him to D, all right, let's do that.
Hyphenated was talking about Groudon.
Oh, Groudon. Okay.
Where's Groudon at?
Sandshrew, Trico, Heracross, Meowth, Skarmory.
I'd probably move. Well,
Groudon is fine where he is, to be
I
honest.
think it's all right because we were
The Z move.
A lot of what we were doing is comparing it based on everything else in the first 100.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we were looking at all the figures ever, like Groudon would probably be D or E easily.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Darkrai must go up.
We might move Groudon to D, actually.
Hold on, where's Darkrai at? Darkrai is
Darkrai
in
is
C. Wait, you said it needs to
it's
move
C.
up?
C.
You think Darkrai needs to be in B? I don't know about that. So you guys thinking Groudon below?
Wait, Groudon is now under Dialga. Does that make sense?
Well, so if we do this, then so if we move Groudon to D, then I believe Dialga and Palkia would be to C.
C. That's fair.
Does that seem fair? I think that's fair.
That's fair. But then it's on par with Beedrill and
Get out of here, Luigi.
Groudon. Is that right?
I think I'm fine. Well, yeah. Like, would I run Groudon in the same place I would run Rhyhorn, Zangoose, Drapion, Goodra?
Probably. Yeah, maybe.
No, I would run Groudon over every single Pokemon, every single figure in D, I believe. Let me just look at it. Maybe I would run Salamence over it, or not Salamence, but Scyther and Absol, just because of the ability to go Mega. But other than that,
I kind of like it in C.
yeah, I think C is fine. Yeah, I think Groudon says, "Yo, what up, Santi? Promote Bulbasaur."
At least, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Wait, one thing. Combi and D, does that make sense? Combi?
Why did we put him in D?
Combi and D. I don't know, because you liked it.
Oh yeah, you guys said E, and I was like, no, I'm putting it in D because I don't know, because of its ability.
I would run Vibrava over Groudon, if that's what you're saying.
I would never run it over Vibrava. No hype.
Vibrava is like an A, honestly.
It's S.
Because its ability is so strong.
Yeah.
With Z move, it's an S.
It's an S. It's a high A to an S, I think.
We're not there yet, but we'll get to that.
I think Groudon stays. I think we move Dialga and Palkia down. Yeah, definitely, because of their ability where they're hindered to even move at the beginning.
Yep, we moved them down.
Yeah.
It's on par with Groudon, basically. That makes a lot of sense. Why didn't we do it earlier? But Charizard stays, by the way. That's one thing, because of the Mega. Only those two move.
I think Charizard stays. Yeah.
Yeah, Charizard stays.
Okay. Okay, I think this is good. We're getting better here. Sandshrew might move to D.
Pinsir at C does not make any sense, right? Or does it? Yeah, kinda.
Pinsir and C?
Sorry,
Yeah, because it has the Mega. It can Mega.
Yeah, 130, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on moving Sandshrew down to D?
None.
You like it in C?
Yeah.
I mean,
Meowth and Sandshrew on the same level.
I mean, the ability was, and it's ground, right? So, yeah, actually.
It does the same as Gabite.
Yeah, it's really comparable to Gabite. Like, the main thing Gabite has over Sandshrew is Garchomp. Like that's almost the only difference, because Gabite can hardly KO anything outside of the Z move.
True. That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, Sandshrew, like it's
Do we move
ability is
Gabite
really
down
nice,
or
but
not? No, Gabite
No,
stays.
Gabite stays.
Sandshrew-
Yeah, it's definitely
because
stays.
of Garchomp.
Okay, so now what we need to look at is, I think we're good at the A, B, and C. Now we need to look at
No
the
T and
E
E.
tier. The E tier. Is there anything in the E tier that deserves to be in D tier? Now let's remember the E tier is basically a Pokemon, a figure that really doesn't do anything. The thing that moves it from an E to a D, it would be like a status or the ability to evolve or something like that, or it's an ability, like some sort of ability. So Tauros, no ability,
Moles and moles.
has what? Kick away? I think that's fine in E. Armaldo
E.
is I only
70.
want to put it in D because of the 130, but it is 1 MP.
Yeah, it's 1 MP.
Swift Swim, which I mean, but then again, think about it. You can use it with Tapu Fini, with
No, but it's always 1 MP on the bench, and it's not water type.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so yeah, I think it's fine in E. Charmander's fine. Ekans is fine. Snubble's fine. Pulse is fine. Sentret is fine. Golem's fine.
Zubat
Spinner.
might be in D. That's my only concern. Waters are fine. Zubat could be in D with the Confuse Ray.
Yeah, it's 3 MP with Confuse Ray. It's not bad.
Wait, where are we? So everything else is good.
It's
So
bad, but not
Apom, Caterpie, Mudkip, Bidoof, Meryl,
Everything will just off.
Eradicate, Machamp, Teddy, Sotaro, Tespin, Shinx, Deanna, Squirtle.
Machamp in E? Hello?
I wanted
Guts?
to put Machamp in. I wanted to put him in D, but the majority said E.
I would
Yeah,
put Machamp over Goodra or Butterfree.
I agree that you guys. I think the only ones to really look at here would be Zubat. Some people are saying
Zubat over
Squirtle.
No.
All right, hold on. Let's go back to Zubat.
Zubat and Machamp. Those two.
Let's go back to Zubat. Let me see why you guys want Zubat.
Yeah, I gotta head out now. Thanks for the stream, Rico.
Hey man, thanks for giving us your thoughts and opinions.
No problem.
Appreciate-
I'll be back for the next 100, I guess.
All right, man. We'll see you next time.
All right, see you.
Later, bro. All right. Zubat, you guys are thinking it is a 3MP and the supersonic. We did talk about what moves things from E to D would be something like status condition, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Zubat.
It does have a big miss. I forgot about that.
It's true. But I'm fine with moving Zubat to D. Now, what is your guys' argument for moving Squirtle to D? Let me see. Squirtle
And
could be a.
Machamp, does he stay at E?
We'll visit Machamp right after the Squirtle.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Squirtle.
Hype says it stays
because
in
of
E.
the-
Molting
Squirtle
energy is
stays
good.
at E because of it doesn't have dodge, but with that it gets weight. If it had a dodge, it would have been D. Because then it could like go to the goal and do like some crazy shenanigans. But I mean, it's good with the Fire Oracle to get the Mega Blastoise to get the maximum amount of turtle missiles up. That's good. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, then we're talking like 4 figures. Like we're not even talking about Squirtle anymore. We're talking about Blastoise. Which, I mean, it takes a while to get there. I think Squirtle. You're thinking because of that, and because of its potential to get to a Mega Blastoise. I don't.
And the big blue.
Well, let's just go off of what
But that's even
Hyphenated
still
say.
there.
Go off of what Hyphenated say, which I think it's a good parameter to go after. So number 1 is mobility. 3MP, it's pretty good. Can it move through figures? No. Versatility. What could you do with this thing? Like it has, what is it, withdrawal? Yeah, withdrawal and bubble 30 does nothing. Dies to Z move. Doesn't have any added effect on any of its attacks. The withdrawal doesn't do anything besides, I think, make you gain weight, right? Water Z move doesn't do anything. Well, it confuses, right? Water Z move confuses you. I don't think it's enough to go to D.
Mm-hmm.
I think it stays at E. And then the third thing he said was, yeah, potential, like or damage. Yeah, I still don't think it. Well, I guess potential, based off what Tarvold says, it could go to D because of the whole Mega Blastoise, but I still think it sits in E